last night. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Glory, praises, and honor to the Most High, the only creator and possessor of everything there is. Forever live his anointed, beloved Son in the hearts and minds of the faithful elect. Honor and humility. Melchizedek Ministries. Y'all see the title, The Plagues of Egypt, Signs of Divine Redemption. Happy New Moon, Happy New Year. We're going to go over some scriptures about the new moon. We're going to show the moon phases. Line it up with Enoch. You feel me? And we officially 2 weeks out from the Pesach, the Passover, which is April the 8th at evening, going into the Feast of Unleavened Bread, you dig? So we officially 2 weeks out. 2 Wednesday evenings from now, we'll be bringing in the Pesach or the Passover. So all praise, glory, now to the Most High. Exciting times we in. Y'all see the plagues in the earth. Everybody running around scared. We gonna praise the Almighty. And we're gonna love praising them. All right, so y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button, climb on in. We broadcasting live from St. Louis, and we still out here praising regardless. All right, NehemiYAH picking a psalm right now. We're gonna run through a few scriptures, man. We got scriptures over the moon. Shabbat shalom, my brothers. Happy New Year, Happy New Moon. Y'all know how it is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all climb on in.
Look at my 2 ox, boy. Hey, you scared?
Yeah.
Oh, who's scared?
Say, boy, we still out. We say, boy, we still out here. They tell us stay home, brothers. Brothers are still. I've been outside every night. It's still out there. Yeah. That's right. Our Lord, yeah. All right, y'all climb on in. NehemiYAH gonna share it. We're gonna show you why. All right, we're gonna show y'all why honor and humility, the days we keep and why we keep them according to the count. You know what I'm saying? Y'all good, y'all good. Y'all may bump into other, you know what I'm saying, assemblies or camps that keeping their dates a couple days before or afterwards. Like we ain't concerned with nobody else. We can show you why we do what we do. You know what I'm saying? And why we teach what we teach. And you know, we always ready to reason with brothers or whatever, but we go right into the scripture to show you what a new moon is. I mean, so easy a 5-year-old child can understand it. We ain't got to go into all fancy astronomical breakdowns and mathematical equations about where a certain zodiac is, or none of that. You understand? We go right to the script, or right to certain books that some of y'all don't even get down in and show. All right, well, that's the new moon. It's clear. Then we're gonna show y'all the moon phase for the night. It's clear. And we link it. And then we're gonna get in a little bit of Exodus, and then we gonna, you know, we ain't gonna run it too long. We're gonna close it out. And if we got to come back and just continue the plagues, so we definitely in what you call the last seconds. You understand? The last seconds of Egypt's rulership, or the last seconds of America's, Babylon the Great's rulership. And you see, right before Egypt fell, the Most High started pouring plagues on that sucker. Same thing is happening in this earth, and it's happening worldwide. DeMonica D.D. Jones, where you at? You local. I know you ain't scared. Pull up. You understand? So Shabbat Shalom, or Shalom to everybody in the chat. Happy New Year, Happy New Moon. We're going to show y'all why we say it at night, not, you know, a couple nights ago, or some people did it a month ago or 2 weeks ago. We really ain't concerned with nobody else. We laser focus on what the Most High has us doing. But what we can do is equip you with the scriptures. So you, when somebody asks you, well, why you do it on that day, then we can show you, okay, well, according to this right here, it's so simple. If you can read, you can comprehend it. Nothing deep and astronomical, right? It's simplicity in the HaNDHSTLHOLYFEASTS. And if it's still any type of disagreement at the end, then we got Colossians chapter 2. It said, let no man judge you in a new moon or Shabbat day. I mean, let no one judge you or cut you off. You understand? Because our understandings may be a little different. And that's what you see in Israel in these very hours. You know what I'm saying? Different understandings when it comes to certain topics.
Exactly.
But don't let that sway you, though. You know what I'm saying? And not to link in with your people. It's just, you know, what the Most High has you fully convinced in doing, get to it. All right, so we say Happy New Year here in St. Louis. The sun is down, actually. So Yahoo, get the Most High praise for, you know what I'm saying, for allowing us, you understand? We 14 days out, 3,500 years ago, y'all, we would be 2 weeks out from the destruction of the most powerful empire in the earth and our redemption as a people. If we was living 3,500 years ago today, we'll be weeks out, 14 days out from our deliverance as the nation of Israel, from our cruel Hamite oppressors called the Egyptians, who you know today is Kemet. All right. So y'all hit share, y'all hit like. We're gonna get it in. Nehemiah, you got a psalm, brother?
I'm thinking Psalms 96, brother.
Psalm 96. Let's go ahead and get that in. And when we get done with the class, we're gonna send up some special prayers for all the sick in Israel, or who may be plagued in mind, body, or spirit. Also, we want to praise the Most High and thank him for another year in life, for our young nephew, Seth, the son of Yachanan and Eleazar, not the youngest son, second to the youngest son of Yachanan and Eleazar. That little joke too now. You understand? So y'all local, if y'all know Seth, y'all know that brother be Kool-Aid smiling. So little nephew actually turned 2, I believe, today. You understand? So even though we ain't into birthday cakes and candles and blowing out candles and making wishes, this is the day the Most High has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Believe that. You understand? All right, so Psalm 96, we're going to face Jerusalem. We're going to offer up prayers to the Almighty. And then, we just going to get her done. I think that maybe them pulling up right there. Naomi, check the door before we go in and pray. Psalm 96 is where we going first. And that's how we're going to do. We're going to pray on in. And we're going to thank the Most High. Yeah, that's y'all. And we're going to thank the Most High for his mercy endureth forever. All right. Hit a few scriptures on the new moon. We're going to show y'all the moon phase. Nehemiah, did you email that to me? Okay. Hallelujah. Okay. Yeah, it's there. I got it. Boy, you barely see the light on that deal, but it's all good. All right. What's going on, my brother? Blessings. Yachanan Eleazar in the building. My beloved brethren. All praise to the Most High, brother.
Oh my goodness, what's that?
Yeah, boy got his yeah. You all good, brother. All right, we all good. How you doing, brother? I'm glad. All right, so look, let's go ahead and get this done. Psalm 96. Let's pray on in. Y'all face Jerusalem. All right. Let's go ahead and bring it on down. Let's rattle the heavens and the earth. And let's get into it. We're going to show y'all again the new moon while we keep the days that we keep. Yeah, here. We ain't concerned with nobody else. You know, they ain't thing to be proud or boastful. It's just we going to do what the Most High show us to do. And we going to show y'all. It ain't like it's some secret. Like we got some secret astronomical equation to understand what the new moon is. We going to show you plain. If you know clear English, you going to understand it. And we're going to show it to you. All right. So let's get her done. Nehemiah, go ahead and roll, my brother.
Yo. How we looking?
We looking good, baby. All praise to the Most High for another new year, baby.
Happy New Year, yes, right. Hey.
That's right.
Man.
Hallelujah.
Look, in spite of the earth's derision.
That's right. Hallelujah.
Psalms 96.
That's right.
Man, I'm excited for you. Oh, sing unto Yahweh a new song. Sing unto Yahweh all the earth. Sing unto Yahweh, bless his name. Show forth his salvation from day to day. Declare the glory among the heathen.
That's right.
His wonders among all people.
Come on home.
For Yahweh is great.
That's right.
And greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all Elohim. For all the Elohim of the nations are idols.
That's right.
But Yahweh made the heavens. Honor and majesty are before him. Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary. Give unto Yahweh, O ye kindreds of the people. Give unto Yahweh glory and strength. Give unto Yahweh the glory due unto his name. Bring an offering and come into his courts. O worship Yahweh in the beauty of holiness. Fear before him.
That's right.
All the earth.
Come on.
Say among the heathen.
That's right.
That Yahweh
Yahweh
greatest.
That's right.
The world also shall be established, that it shall not be moved.
Come on, home.
He shall judge the people righteously. Let the heavens rejoice, and let the earth be glad, and let the sea roar, and the fullness thereof. Let the field be joyful, and all that is therein. And then shall all the trees of the wood rejoice. Verse 13.
Come on, home.
Before your house.
That's right.
For he cometh.
That's right.
For he cometh. For he cometh.
That's right.
To judge the earth. He shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. Hallelujah! Say la! Yeah!
That's right. That's right. Woo. Boy, that was powerful there, boy.
Man.
He cometh to judge the earth and the people. That's right. We got motion. We got motion. Yeah, we all good. Yeah. Our Lord, y'all praise and glory now to the Most High, the owner, creator, and possessor of all things. Forever live his anointed, beloved Son in the hearts and minds of the faithful elect. Y'all go ahead and hit them like buttons, them share buttons. And let's go ahead and jump in this, man. Let's go ahead and jump in this. First scripture we're gonna go to is Psalm 81. The first scripture we're gonna go to. We'll go to Psalm 81. We're gonna read verses 1 through 4. Just real quick. Show y'all what the new moon is. New moon means new month or beginning of month. There are various doctrines and understandings out there once again, but we're not concerned with that. All right, that again, yeah, we're not even concerned with all that. And that ain't to sound, you know what I'm saying, bold or prideful or nothing like that. But if you don't focus where the Most High has you at, if you're eating from too many different plates, you'll be confused.
He's not the author of what?
Confusion. All right, just keep it simple, man. If you keep it simple, then you understand your understanding won't waver. But you got to learn to keep it simple. All right. All right. So first thing we're gonna do. All right, first thing we're gonna do, let me go ahead and hit the screen share real quick. Hey, shout out to everybody in the live chat, man. Hey, look, now is the time for you to stand boldly in faith. Stand in the glory of the Most High. You see those who are obedient to his word, those who follow Mashiach. Ain't none of us getting sick. Like, what's the deal? You understand? And even if it is some type of right, you know what I'm saying, some type of common flu or sicknesses or whatever, those get commanded and cast right out. You understand? It ain't nothing to be afraid of in this very hour. When we go through some of these plagues today, y'all gonna see why. Y'all gonna see why. And what you're gonna do is, as we reading through there, even though this is an historical event, spiritually, we're gonna look at Pharaoh like Satan. And we're gonna look at all his minions as his demons and angels. And we're gonna look at Moses and them strapped with the power of the spirit, the Ruach, you understand? Because they were called by the Almighty, you understand, with full authority to pronounce judgment and to declare, hey, let my people go. You can do the same thing in the spirit when a brother or sister is dealing with any unclean spirit that has them bound. They are commanded to come up off your brother and sister. Let my people go. You understand? So look at this thing from a physical aspect as well as spiritual, because we're supposed to be spiritually banging. What good is us reading this story and we can't apply it today? You gotta be able to apply it today. We ain't just in bondage physically, but we in bondage spiritually first. You understand? To the adversary, the fallen one. You feel me? And all his temptation. So as Moses came and declared, my people are free, let my people go, to Pharaoh, because he was called by the Almighty, a higher power and authority. You can do the same today when you're plagued with any type of unclean thoughts, unclean spirits, sicknesses, diseases. You got to go. By Hashem Adon, the master, Yahushua Mashiach, you got to go now. Get somewhere. We're not playing with you. You see what I'm saying? Y'all have every believer in the Mashiach has that authority. You understand? You just got to step out on them waters, that uncharted waters of faith, and bust your guns and stop being afraid. The adversary has no authority. None over you. Greater is he that's in you than he that's in the world. All right. All right, so we're going to share this real quick. We're going to Psalm 81 first. Let me hit share screen. Bang. All right. Let's go ahead, and praise the Almighty how he ought to be praised. Y'all give us a Yahoo in the chat if y'all can see that screen. Y'all can hear as well. Give us a Yahoo. Once again, we want to thank the Almighty for another year of life for our young nephew, Seth. Bond Yakanan Eleazar, bond our sister Naomi. You understand? A little Hebrew too. If y'all know our nephew, he has a Kool-Aid smile.
Boy,
Always smiling.
that boy can light up a room with that little.
That's my little joker right there, man. He all good. So I was after her. He lived another revolution in life. You understand? And again, we're not into all the Greek customs and making wishes and blowing out candles, but we are in the life and thanking the Most High for another year of life. You understand? So we're gonna make a joyful noise. Not only is this the new moon, you understand, but a nephew have seen another year of life, another soldier, you know, a future soldier in the Most High's army who will be stepping on the devil's neck and rendering him powerless. How we sound on her? We all good? Everybody can hear us? Yo. All right, we good? All right, Psalm 81. Let's get this, Nee.
All right,
I'm saying they can see the screen. Let me make sure they can see the screen.
Why we a little behind?
Oh, see, I'm going off. I ain't sure. See, brother.
Yeah, right there in the corner.
Man, let me go there, bye.
Bye.
They said we all good. I'm going off.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
It's going. And it's going. It's done.
Okay, so look, let's go ahead and get this, man. And again, y'all, this is to even build your faith in these hours. No plague shall have your knees knocking. No plague and no sickness shall have your knees knocking. You believe in the Most High. 1,000 shall fall at your side. 10,000 at your right side, but it won't come near you. Right? These are promises the Most High has made to those that love him. And just like in ancient Egypt, they were under the blood of the Lamb. We are under the blood and covered by the blood of the Lamb of Yah. HaMashiach, his only begotten beloved son. The parallels are infinite. All right, there's nothing to be afraid of.
Ain't that crazy how them parallels are infinite?
They're infinite. Go ahead, express yourself.
I'm just saying it's amazing that the plagues hit hit Egypt in their captivity.
That's right.
Same way when right before, and you know, many people sitting there wondering if they would have to keep Passover in their homes. That'd be just like the first Passover.
That's right.
And when you had the blood of the Lamb, you also had the blood of the Lamb of God, which is Christ, right? And shortly thereafter,
yeah,
you out of
there. That's right. Redemption.
You was out of there.
Redemption from your spiritual, your unseen enemies, and even your physical enemies, man. These heathens are shaking in their boots in these hours, and they ought to be scared because judgment is coming. And any Negro that's out there call himself afraid, that's because you've been living a wicked life. You know that you ain't been doing what you're supposed to be doing. All right. You ain't got no reason in these hours to be running around scared, promoting a fraud, wearing a napkin over your face. Like that's about to stop something. All right. All right. Psalm 81. Psalm 81. Let's start at verse 1. What we got going? Tornado hits northeast Mississippi, March 24th, 2020. Boy, it looked like a junkyard out there, boy. Most I ain't playing no games in these hours, boy. The tornado moved through Tishomingo near Alabama state line. Injuries were reported and severe damage was observed near the town. Several buildings were damaged and minor injuries were reported after a large tornado tap danced through northeastern Mississippi Tuesday evening. I love it. Well, that's me adding my own ad libs, brother.
Oh boy, yeah. I loved it anyway.
Yeah, those my ad libs. All right, come on home. Let's get it.
Pretty good at the ad lib game.
Yeah, them tornadoes be tap dancing. Praise the mighty Yah. Happy New Year to everybody in the building, man. And we've been living 3,500 years ago. We be weeks out from the destruction of Egypt and the redemption of our people. You feel me? So we could go serve the Almighty. That's revolution at its highest, there. You're talking about the most powerful nation in the earth, like the one you live in now. Destroy it. It's like you wake up on the eve of you about to leave, and all the firstborn of these heathens dead. Everybody running sugar about the coronavirus right now, but I'm like, well, really? Okay. But no, hey, look, most I just turning up though. You ain't seen nothing yet. These heathens gonna have to let you go. The adversary gonna have to come up off you and release your mind, body, and spirit, and his workers of iniquity gonna have to physically let you go and open them borders, or it's gonna be more plagues in this earth. All praises, man. Look, if the Most High don't fight for this people, who would? All your leaders have sold you out for a check. Who else gonna fight? All the real ones are dead.
Wait.
Come on home. What you got? Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
All the ones they either imprison the political prisoners for 30 plus years. Geronimo Pratt, Matulu Shakur, you know, the brothers that was fighting a so-called revolution back. They threw them in jail for 35 years.
Or killed them.
Right? Other than that, they killed them. And the ones that was left sold out and got government jobs. Like Al Sharpton and them, they received checks. Hey, the Most High don't fight for his people. No one will. And so the scriptures call him a mighty and terrible power. He's terrible. And that's the aspect you don't want to deal with him. He's terrible. You understand? You don't want him to be your enemy. You understand? Because he know how to look. He know how to deal with them elements. You understand? He know how to unleash plagues. You don't want him as your enemy. All right. So now's the time to obey, right?
Hey man, that's amazing. Look, you think somebody got a patent on the coronavirus? What about he who has a patent on creation?
That's right. That's right. That's right.
We serve a mighty power.
And y'all scared about this coronavirus. The coronavirus ain't killed more people than these heathens. You won't know about the real virus that's been unleashed in this earth. These heathens done destroyed us. You talking about numbers upward over 100 million. And yes, that's just talking about a 400-year time span. We ain't even talking about 2,000 years. Forget about it.
Totality.
So it's been a state of emergency. What are you talking about? Everybody's scared now. Hey, I'm excited, man. I've been smiling, man. I've been outside in stores. Like, what are y'all nervous about? Sister, take that mask off.
Hey, Phil, it's a great time to have gold teeth, ain't it, brother?
Yeah, but
yes, bust your shine, brother.
That's right.
Bust your shine.
Somebody just pulled up. One of y'all grab that door. All right, come on, now let's get it, man.
Let's get it, man. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Psalms 81, verse 1. So the verse 1. All right. Sing aloud unto Elohim, our strength. Make a joyful noise unto the Elohim of Yaakov.
So notice that the Most High is praised with a joyful noise. You understand? With your voice raised up. Not in a whisper, not in sadness, right? Go ahead.
Take a psalm and bring hither the timbrel.
A psalm is a song. So hit that beat, right? And bust your flow. The whole Psalms is rapping. It's lyrics over musical instruments. That's the entire book of Psalms. All right. Hip hop didn't start in the Bronx in the 60s.
Oh.
Started over 3,000 years ago with the Most High's people. Come on out.
The pleasant heart and the psaltery.
Yeah.
Blow up the trumpet in the new moon.
In the what?
In the new moon.
In the new moon. So question should be, if you don't know what the new moon is, like, what is that? What do you, because I know about a full moon, but what's the new moon?
Well, some people say new moon ain't in the Bible.
Yeah, some people say that, but that would be a lack of study. The claim is not in there. It's very much in there. So blow up the trumpet in the new moon. This is supposed to be a time of rejoicing. Music supposed to be playing.
We will.
As soon as this comes, we're gonna be playing our music. Trumpet's supposed to be blowing.
It will.
This is a joyful time, right? We in the spirit. We in the season of revolution. We in the season of redemption. We in the season of the Most High destroying your enemies and you being delivered and set back on top. Yeah. This is a joyful noise, right? Hallelujah. Y'all come on in. Let's get it. What's going down? Shalom, my sister. Shalom, shalom. So we in the season of redemption. We in the season of revolution. We in the season of the Most High destroying our enemies and redeeming his people. That's a beautiful time to be in, man. You should be excited in these hours. All right, come on, let's get it.
Verse 3. Blow up the trumpet in the new moon, in the time appointed.
So this is an appointment. You keep all your appointments, your doctor's appointments, your dentist appointments. You know, I believe the sisters go to the doctors more than us brothers, but you know they keep them appointments. We keep them appointments, right? This is the Most High's appointments, right? The beginning of every month is an appointed time for the Almighty. You know what I'm saying? So we are supposed to be keeping track of his times based off his heavens, right? That's his calendar, sun, moon, stars. And they move a certain way and go through their course for a reason. So those of us that's on earth, his people, can track the times. So it really don't matter what man's calendar say, right? Even though today is March 25th, they say 2020, right? Well, really, this is the month of Abib, the biblical month, first month of the biblical year, first day just started because the sun went down, right? You say, well, why it started at night? Well, y'all already counting y'all new days at night. At 12:01, according to man, ain't it a new day? Don't your calendar go up a day? All right, so you already been doing this then. All right. So notice this is an appointed time, right? And it's a festive time. New moon mean month, new month. It's the beginning of the Most High's month. All right. Specifically the first month, which is leading to Passover, redemption time. All right, go ahead.
In the time appointed. On our solemn feast day. On a solemn what? Feast day.
That means this is a holy time, right? So even weeks before the Passover, leading up into we all supposed to be festive, enjoying every day on in. Like, man, Most High redeemed us, man. Most High moving in this earth, especially in the time we live in, because now we in the time of Corona, COVID-19. How many times are they gonna change the name of it? It was the Wuhan virus, the coronavirus. Trump called the Chinese virus now. Now it's the COVID-19 virus. C19. You know us as so-called black folk gonna put our own slang on it anyway.
C19, cuz.
Nehemiah called the Kung Fu virus. Ain't that something?
Come to kick that boot.
But there ain't nothing. Look, we believers in the Almighty. We obedient to His word. Ain't nothing to be afraid. What are you afraid of? We gonna read today about the plagues hitting Egypt before Israel was redeemed. We are Israel, and how not a dog moved his tongue against us. Not a dog. Them plagues was hitting our enemies
and the animals.
You feel me? And their animals. So now's the time for us that believe in the Most High and believe in His Son to be obedient. You don't want to be one of us that's disobedient, because you're boldly telling the Most High, I'm with your enemies. I don't want your protection. This is not that time. Now's the time to, you be like, well, okay, so what I'm supposed to do? Start off by learning the 10 Commandments. Learn them and apply them first, because that's how the Messiah lived, by the commands of his Father. All right. So notice it's a new moon. We supposed to be playing music, and we are as soon as this camera go off. And it's a solemn feast day. Verse 4. Go ahead.
For this was a statute for Israel.
Meaning an ordinance, not advice. You see what I'm saying? An ordinance, a statute. Go ahead.
And a law.
And a what?
Law.
There it is right there. Meaning these are his instructions. A law. Go ahead.
Of the Elohim of Yaakov.
Or the God of Jacob. That's the God of the Bible. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the God of your forefathers. When you're done talking, that's who he made a covenant with. Thank the Most High, we had a few faithful forefathers that wasn't out here like we are today, doing what we want to do. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob dedicated their life to serving the Almighty. And because of that, us, their children, are up under the same covenant they are up under. You see what I'm saying? The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is who you call Christ's father. Really? All right, so look, drop that. All right, that's Psalms 81, 1-4, right? So we see it's a law. We see that, right? And it's a statute in Israel. It's a solemn feast day. And it's supposed to be something joyous that's going on. Everybody understand that so far? Easy. Look, so easy a child can understand it, right? All right, so your next question might be, what is the new moon? All right, so we got the book of Enoch right here. That's not in your Bible. That's some extra biblically endorsed books. But if you comb your Bible from cover to cover, and even the Apocrypha, it talks about the new moon, but nothing describes what it is. You see what I'm saying? New moon is mentioned a lot of times within the scripture. New moon, new moon, new moon. I got all the scriptures written down right here. New moon, a whole bunch of them. New moon, new moon, right? But if somebody asks you, well, I know what a full moon is. What's a new moon? All right. According to scripture, and Enoch actually was a man that's mentioned in Genesis and in the New Testament. In the book of Hebrews, Enoch is mentioned, and in the book of Jude. And it mentions he has writings. All right, so the book of Enoch is out here. All right, now Enoch, for y'all that don't know, he was a man that lived 365 years. It's 365 days in a year, huh? How ironic is that? Enoch is the Hebrew word kanuk, which means initiated. He lived 365 years, and the Most High took him from this physical realm into the spiritual realm. and showed him the heavenlies. If you ever read his book, you'll see like, dang, he was showing everything, how the heavens move and everything. Because he dedicated his life so much to the Most High. Most High said, I'm bringing you with me. I'm just going to take you. You know what I'm saying? He did another prophet like that too. Who all know? Who? Elijah the prophet. He was called into heaven by a fiery chariot in the presence of a whole bunch of other prophets, including Elisha the prophet, or Elisha. So Enoch ain't the only one got called up out of here. Elijah the prophet got called up out of here as well. All right. So these men were shown the heavenlies. All right. Now in Enoch 78, verse 12, it gives you the description of what the new moon is. All right. You'll find new moon in the Bible, but you won't find what it is, the description of it. All right. So we had to go to Enoch and find the description of it. So when y'all driving home tonight, try to spot the moon. It was fully dark last night. What you're gonna see tonight is like a thumbnail around the rim of it. A thumbnail around the rim of it is gonna be growing all the way up and pass overnight. When we look up in the sky, it should be full. Should be a bright moon, binging, meaning we halfway through the month. Passover is 2 weeks into the month. It's only 4 weeks in the month, right? Passover is 2 weeks into the month, or halfway through. Halfway through any month gives you a full moon in the sky. Really? All right, sister, you had something. Yeah. I read the book of Enoch when it comes down to certain things like what we about to go over right now. The new moons and all that. For anybody that don't, I just ask, well, show me what the new moon is in the Bible itself. You feel me? And what you're gonna find out is it's not in there described what it is. The phrase new moon is in there. There's a lot of things, passing the sister too. It's a lot of things. And if y'all got any questions, y'all go ahead and just speaking to the mic. Let me see if that's on. It's a lot of things that's controversial to a lot of people. You 12. Yeah. Ain't on yet. There's a lot of things that's controversial to a lot of people. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Try it now. There you go. So that's for the crowd. Anybody want to say something? Y'all speaking to the mic. Now, with Enoch, is controversial with a lot of people because they talk about fallen angels and giants being birthed and all that, right? So then people like, I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it's understandable. Like, you don't see nothing taller than the Gateway Arch today. So you like, I can't believe nothing like that. That sound like mythology, right? But you get into those that are actually around the earth digging up megalithic structures that man can't even replicate to this very day. So then you like, well, who built that? Like them megalithic. Woo! What's a good word there? Pretty good. Like it steps down in South America that tourists go see to this very day. The steps are taller than everybody that's touring the sites. So who was those steps built for? You feel me? So, and it ain't just that, giant skulls, all type of stuff get dug out the earth. So just because you don't see something, you feel me, or have never seen something, don't mean it wasn't true. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot of controversy. You know, I let the scholars argue over it though. I really don't get into a whole bunch of debates anymore. I know what the Spirit lead me and us to read, research, and I just make them explain that. Like, okay, well, explain these steps. Who built these steps, and who was they built for? Who was walking on it? Whose skull? Who was this skull? What head was this skull inside of? Whole skull bigger than your body. Well, who made like what are you saying? You either saying somebody is making this up, you know what I'm saying, or it's just unexplainable. What about crop circles? Y'all know about crop circles, don't you? Them pop up all over the earth. And you know one of the explanations they had about them? People at night take cardboard boxes out and walk on the grass and make circles. You dig? But when you look at it from an aerial view, it's precise. I mean, everything is perfect. You understand? Proportionate, perfect, and everything. So it's like, well, who did that? And how they pop up overnight? Come on, you talking about structures longer than 20 football fields. And you saying somebody took a cardboard box like that Frito-Lay's box over there and created a crop circle. longer than 20 football fields overnight. So it's a lot, you're going to have that, because certain people can't believe what it is they can't see. You understand? I mean, once I ain't like that. Like when once I get to seeing certain stuff that you saying is fake, I just make you explain that to me. But then once you're going to find out is people be like, well, no, I don't look at that. All right, well, that's your deal. You deal with that. I don't read the book of Enoch. That's your problem. You deal with that. You understand? If you can't explain to me what this is, then you just saying, I want to remain ignorant. All right, brother, remain ignorant. It's all good. I ain't mad at you, All right. So what we at, Op?
You say you want to go to first Enoch?
Yeah, Enoch. First Enoch 78 is up on the screen for y'all that don't have it. All right. If y'all want to log in and just look at it or just listen, and then we're going to show y'all the moon phase for the night. All right. Now, there's no other place in scripture that describes to you what a new moon is. The phrase is all throughout the scripture on the new moon, on the new moon. All right. But what is the new moon? If it's not the full moon, then what is it? All right. You may say, well, the full moon, the new moon. Well, full moon is mentioned in the Apocrypha. Sirach 39, I think Sirach 50. The moon when it is full. So now we know the full moon ain't the new moon because it mentions full moon in the Bible. All right. Now, what is the new moon? What did it say, y'all? Is you there? Oh, you can read it right here if you ain't got it up on it. Yep. Yep, right there.
All right. We had first Enoch 78, verse 12.
Yep, y'all can read this for yourselves. If you don't have it, you can Google it. All right. First book of Enoch, Enoch 78, verse 12. Enoch was shown the heavens from 71, I think chapter 70, all the way up to chapter 80 in his book. The rotation of the heavens and everything. Powerful. All right. All right, go ahead. What did it say?
And on the first day, it is called the new moon.
It is called what?
The new moon.
So the first day of the month is called the new moon. All right, go ahead.
For on that, daylight rises on it.
See, daylight starts to rise on it. That's the new moon.
Like the thumbnail.
All right. Now, a lot of people thought the new moon was the dark moon. The real, we didn't have that before. Matter of fact, we was under that impression for a long time ourselves. All right, now read on down to 14.
And the light becomes full exactly on the day that the sun goes down in the west. It rises from the east for the night, and the moon shines for the whole night until the sun rises opposite it. And the moon is seen opposite the sun. So
it goes from a new moon and it rises and it grows all the way to a full moon. And its light becomes full exactly on the day that as the sun goes down in the west, it rises from the east for the night. That's when you look up and you'll see a full moon. So now we see that the moon goes through stages. It grows, right? It goes from a first sign of light all the way to its full. All right, you got something out? Yeah, it grows from a thumbnail to half. Sometimes you look up in the sky and you see the moon got half light on it, and then the other half is dark. So it gradually grows. It grows from what you see right there, that's that small light.
Actually, you finger it and watch it grow.
Now see this. Now watch this. It's gonna grow. Tomorrow night, see how it's growing. See how it's growing. That's how the moon grows. It grows from right to left like the Hebrew language. Hebrew is written and read from right to left. The moon grows from right to left. So that's tomorrow night. That's the night. See that small light on the side of it? That's the night. All right. On that, what it says on the first day, it is called the new moon. For on that, daylight rises on it. It's starting to rise. All right. Last night, it was completely black.
And it says 0%.
That's the end of the month. All right. All right. So on the first, shalom, my brother. All right. All right. Notice it says waxing. Waxing means growing. All right. So it's waxing crescent, meaning it's growing at this point. All right. Now, as I put my hand on it and move it, you're going to see the moon grow. Y'all can get the same app on your phone. All right. Moon phase. Y'all can get the same app on your phone. Yep, all the way till it's all the way full. All right, bing, full moon. See that? That's the full moon. So verse 13 is talking about the full moon. All right, go ahead out. And y'all, we gonna actually show this. Go ahead.
All right. Verse 14.
Yep, 14. Go ahead.
And on the side on which the light of the moon appears, there again it wanes.
Wane means it starts it starts decreasing. It grows from the first sign of light all the way to its full. Right? After a full moon, notice the light starts decreasing up off of it until it wanes, right? Go ahead.
Come. Waxing away.
Mm-hmm.
Until all its light disappears.
Until all the light is empty, dark moon. Right? Go ahead.
And the day of the moon ends.
And the day of the moon, what?
Ends.
So when the moon is completely dark, that's the end of the month. All right, that's the end of the month. Go ahead.
And this remains empty.
Come on.
Without light.
Without light. All right.
So the all black moon is the very end of that thing.
So pull that up. So I'm gonna even though you sent it to me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all this first. NehemiYAH actually sent it to me. And then, but y'all probably can't see that as good. Hold on, y'all. People trying to call me and everything. What was this? That's probably my little baby. All right. Notice right here, it says Wednesday, March 25th, 2020, waxing crescent, 1 day, 1% illuminated. And it's supposed to give you how far the moon is away. All right. Now that's a completely black moon, but if you look far to the right, you'll see light. You'll see a little bit of light on its edge. All right. Which makes it the new moon. If y'all can't see the light, NehemiYAH I'm about to stop sharing the screen and I'm about to show y'all NehemiYAH's phone. All right. Let's go through it so you can see it. All right. All right. That's the night. Y'all can see that. I can see it on the screen. Y'all see that rim? That light around the edge of it? Psalm 78 and 12. I mean, Enoch 78 and 12 said, new moon for on it, daylight rises on it. It's clear as day. All right. Now, if you take your, all right, that was last night. It was empty without light. That was the end of the month.
That's what we read in verse 14.
Yeah, end of the month, right? Now, if I take my finger and go this way with it, it's growing from right to left. See that? All y'all can get this app, Moon Phases. And it gives you the date up top. All right. So when the brother was trying to say the day, March 20th, was the beginning of the month, I say the light was decreasing off of it. You know what I'm saying? The new moon is when light starts to wax on it or grow on it. Earlier today, you know what I'm saying? No, disrespect to the brother, but I told him you got to do a little more studying. You know what I'm saying? Because if you saying March 20th was the new moon,
still had light in
it. It had light decreasing off of it. Yeah, you're off, huh? You're off, huh? All right, and then you're gonna get right here. Let me see. This back right here. My bad, I'm going backwards. All right, so that's basically what that is right there. Bang. All the way up to when it's full. All right, then it starts decreasing. Or the other way. Then it starts decreasing, as you see. See how the light start growing less and less on it? Look at that. All the way back to what we thought was the new moon was all the way dark moon. But according to Enoch, that's the end of the month. All right. And then the next moon. Yep. And then the next new moon is April the 23rd. Second month starts. All right. Makes sense. If that makes sense, go ahead and throw a Yahoo up in the chat. Yes, Kasiyah, when the light is empty or black, that's the end of the month. That was last night. That's the end of the month. All right. Yeah, phases of the moon, y'all. All right. My daughter said, Daddy, how was that NehemiYAH reading the Bible and sending you a text at the same time?
My phone is multi-talented.
Yeah, that boy phone off the chain. All right. So I wanted to show y'all that because there's many different theories and understanding. People saying y'all going off while y'all doing this on this date. And y'all, what we just went over, a 5-year-old can understand. So if anybody say y'all doing it wrong, just ask them to show you, well, what is the new moon according to the Bible? Right? Don't pull me phrases. I know new moon, the phrase is in the Bible, but what is it? All right. We just read Enoch, and that was clear. It went from new moon, because on that day, light rises on it, right? It went to a full moon in verse 13, and then it went all the way down. It grows all the way down to where it's empty without light, and the days of the moon come to an end. All right. So the next argument was moon and month don't mean the same thing. All right, so let's go ahead and prove that next. All right, we going into the Apocrypha. We go into the Wisdom of Sirach, chapter 43. We're gonna read 6 through 8. All right, to show y'all why we do what we do. That's it. You know, you're gonna bump into a whole bunch of different theories. We do it like this. Y'all going off. People gonna try to play the scare tactic. You know, Most High said you gonna die. You haven't heard all that before. They gonna die for trying to do what's right. Dang, brother. You know what I'm saying? That would it be, man. Negroes be wanting to pronounce the judgment on thou.
And listen, understand, people then, when they can't get it together, the first thing they say is, it's tampered.
Yeah, you hear that too. It's tampered.
When someone can't prove their personal opinion of the Bible, it becomes tampered.
Yeah, you know,
that's the funny part. If Sirach or the Apocrypha is tampered with, then your original candidate you brag and boast about, the 1611, is tampered with. Then the whole thing, you look at any Bible dictionary, that whole thing was done at the same time.
No doubt.
Broken off into different divisions, put together and brought back as one complete work. So if you disagree how the Apocrypha put together, you have to disagree how the New Testament and the Old Testament was put together to give you the canon that you got from King James in 1611. You see what I'm saying? So that's that, you know, give and take doctrine. You know what I'm saying? It's like a bad relationship. All give and no take.
Man.
It's a bad relationship.
Yes. You
got something?
I'm gonna say that for later.
And then on the real, like, what does that do for your faith? Like, we waking people up and letting them know the Bible really is the word of the Most High. That you the people of the book and all that. Hey, but you know, quick disclaimer: you can't trust everything in it. Like, what is that going to do? What is that going to do for anybody? But destroy them. They're going to be like, if I can't believe all of it, then how do I know what to believe in? Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
The parts I like.
So y'all, it being transliterated from a different language into a language that you can read today don't make it tampered with. You understand? It don't make it. Just because it was translated from Hebrew into English and French and Spanish and different dialects in Africa and Asia and all that, right? Don't mean the message is trash now. You understand? If that was the case, then we wouldn't know nothing about Passovers and Sabbaths, and we was the children of Israel and none of that. People think because the records have been transliterated or translated into a language that you can understand, that it holds no power anymore, and in essence is tampered with. You understand? But you do a disservice in that, because you know, if that's your understanding, you ain't gonna wake nobody up out of it. Go ahead, pass me that mic. Pass me that mic. Here.
Well, you're your Malachi last Shabbat, Bishop.
Yeah, we scattered all over the earth, so it only makes sense that whatever language we spoke, the Most High will give us the understanding with that language that we spoke.
There you go. Where can we find it, big bro? We can go to Acts chapter 2, right?
Acts chapter 2.
All day.
You want to go to the Apocrypha? You want to go to the? I mean,
it's everywhere. Right. And listen, if the Most High gave Paul the spirit of tongues, that he may be able to speak to the other Israelites that were scattered in Hellenistic, in the language where they could understand, why is it no good now? You catch where I'm going with that? So when he actually break down what the tongues are, other languages. So Paul was given this gift. The angels have this gift. You know what I'm saying? And this is what we have to do in order to speak this truth to those people in their language, so they can understand the power of their God. Now we mess up about the English.
Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 28, verse 11.
Good. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to this people.
As it is written.
So it was prophesied that he would be speaking to us in another tongue and stammering lips.
Go back to verse 9 and run there.
Verse 9. Whom shall he teach knowledge? And whom shall he make to understand doctrine?
That's it. Who he should make to what? Teach knowledge and to what? Understand doctrine.
Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. For precept must be upon precept. Precept upon precept, line upon line. Line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will I speak to this people.
Yeah. It ain't no getting around that, man. So it was prophesied that we would be speaking, you understand? Or even that the Most High would be speaking to us in another language than our holy tongue. You understand? And we ain't against the holy tongue either. It's all good. It's just, you know, a lot of our people, they'll have you thinking we in this condition because of linguistics. If that's the case, we all ain't going into the kingdom of heaven because can't none of us talk. Don't none of us talk the King's English, do we? No, none of y'all talk like good hey mates. That's proper English. No, none of y'all talk like that. We talk that, especially here in St. Louis, boy, we talk that St. Louis Negro talk. Right. Triple and quadruple R's at the end of everything. You understand?
Right here. Over here.
That's just what it is. Yeah. So it was never about that. It was about us serving other gods. You know what I'm saying? Abandoning the laws and instructions of the Most High, crucifying his son, handing his son over to the heathen. And guess what? Our own forefather said, let the curse be on our children. And for that, you went through the worst slavery in the annals of world history. Frighteningly accurate. All right. Sirach 43, 6-8. More about the moon. To show you that moon and month are synonymous. All right. There's more than one word in Hebrew for moon. Daddy baby. What you doing, girl? Come on in here.
Hey, SHALOM.
YAH. Just sit on over here. Yeah, 43 when we read 6-8.
Boy, you got your baby in fatigues out.
Yeah, little joker, come on there. Look at me taking his jacket off.
Boy, even the baby is in fatigue.
All right, y'all. All right, Sirach 43, 6-8. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Let's get her done.
Verse 6. He made the moon also to serve in her season.
What?
Serve in her season for declaration of time.
For a what?
Declaration of time.
So the moon was not just made because it looks pretty. You know, a lot of energy flows off the moon, true enough. But it wasn't just made for you to say, wow, look at that. The Most High actually made the moon for a purpose other than, you know what I'm saying, good eye candy. It was made for a declaring of times. So you would understand what time you were in. You understand? The Most High's heavens is his clock or his calendar. Even in the last days, it's prophesied the moon gonna turn to blood. When you start seeing blood moons back to back, you know we right at the door. All right, for a declaration of times. Go ahead.
And a sign of the world.
A sign signal, a signal of the world. That moon, huh? Now trip off this, sisters. Go ahead. Go ahead.
For the moon
from the moon
is the sign of feast.
So also from the moon we get our signal or our signs of our feasts. They tell you ignore the moon today. It don't mean that, Ak. I mean, bro, just simply explain this to me. That's all I'm saying. We ain't even got to go deep into anthropomorphisms and fancy soliloquies. Just explain this to me in simple terms. And you'll see the most deepest brother can't even explain it. But you so deep. All right. So it says right here that from the moon is the sign or the signal of feast. What feast? The Most High's feast. All right, go ahead.
A light that decreases in her perfection.
A light that decreases in her perfection, meaning her completion. Notice the moon is called her, sisters. Her. A lot of things in the scriptures refer to as a, you know what I'm saying, as a woman. A lot of y'all got those connections to that moon cycle. Some of y'all call that y'all moon cycle, right?
When was the last time you seen your cycle? Many moons ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you a child.
Oh man. Oh, I'm just saying, like, it's all connected. It's all connected. You know what I'm saying? Some science say it's regulated by that or whatever. You understand? But it's all connected. The nose is called a her. All right, go ahead.
The month is called after her name.
I asked a brother earlier this today. What does this mean? If moon don't mean month, what does this verse mean? It says the month is called after her name. Who is the her?
The moon.
The moon. Ain't talking about some fancy goddess somewhere. It's talking about the moon. So moon means month according to the scriptures. It ain't a man-made doctrine. It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't swallow that because they like, nah, I believe it's this. I mean, we really don't care what you believe. Like, if what we're reading don't mean that, then explain to us the month is called after her name. Who is the her? Because whoever the her is, the month is called, that is named after her. And if the her ain't some fancy goddess somewhere, then based on what we reading, who is the her?
Go back to verse 6.
What does it say?
He made the moon also to serve in her season.
So who is the her? The moon. Okay, so verse 8 says what?
The moon is called after her name.
Come on, month means month, according to the Bible. All right, go ahead.
Increasing wonderfully in her change. Being an instrument of the armies above.
Armies in the heavens. Wow, go ahead.
Shining in the firmament of heaven.
So I was, just wanted to show everybody. So we went to Enoch 78, showed y'all what the new moon is. What's the new moon? Who know? You got the mic. What's the new moon?
The moon is the beginning of the month.
Right. And how does it look?
It grows as the month go on. The moon grows.
That's right. The first day of the month is when the light first rises on the moon. The dark moon is the end of the previous month, which would have been last night. All right. Tonight, according to these moon apps, is the first sign of light. Is 1% illuminated.
And it makes sense that moon means month.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So I'm so easy a child can get it. And that's the truth of the Most High. The Most High's truth ain't complicated. You know what I'm saying? Salvation ain't a complicated matter. It's real simple. It's real simple. We just got to take ourselves up out of it and let the word mean what it says. You understand? Sometimes we overthink ourselves right out the scripture. And that's a bad thing. All right, you got something to say?
No, I'm saying you're right. Because sometimes, listen, if it says what it says, it means what it says. If it says what it says, it means what it says. You ain't got to add to it. You ain't got to diminish from it. The word has stood all this time. It was here long before we got here, and it'll be here long after we gone.
Exactly.
So it will behoove you to keep it as it is written.
All right, y'all. We about to go to Exodus chapter 2. We about to go over some of these plagues. Plagues are a sign of the redemption of the Most High's people. You should be happy that the plagues are in this earth. We've been praying for the Most High to show himself. We're praying for the Most High to bring judgment. Right. So when the Most High open up and allow certain things to happen, what are you afraid of? Even if we know, because a lot of us know Bill Gates got a patent for the so-called coronavirus. You understand? Nothing moves in this earth without the Most High giving a sanction. You feel me? So in the end, it's like, all right, heathen, good. You going down too. Good. I'm glad you doing whatever you're doing, because all you doing is fulfilling prophecy, and all you doing is getting the attention of the children of Israel so we can come on home. Meaning you need to repent and start serving the Almighty, because eventually this place you call home is going up in smoke.
I wouldn't dare call captivity home.
Yeah.
That's another type of mindset right there. You to become complacent,
man,
with being captive.
That's right.
A place that ain't been up and killed, destroyed, removed your mind, your culture, your God, everything.
Matter of fact, before we go to let's go to Isaiah 43. You just inspired me, brother. Let's go to Isaiah 43, 1-7 real quick. Let's just show y'all.
Can a tree grow without roots?
No, it can't.
So how can a man or a child or a person grow without knowledge of it?
That's right. That's right. Look, and that's why thus the famous quote of people without a history don't exist. Right? You whatever they say you are. You think your land Mississippi.
You don't own it.
Alabama, you think your land Big Mama's house. You don't even know you got a real estate and it's yours by a divine inheritance. And that all the nations of the earth have been fighting over it. It's been over 120 wars over Jerusalem since its inception, over 120. And that's your piece of real estate. All right.
They told you that.
From the Nile River all the way over to the river Euphrates. That was Abraham's promise. All right. So even our land bigger than that small strip they call Israel today. It's from the Nile River all the way over to the Euphrates River. That's our inheritance. All right, so that means eventually, guess what? If the Most High bringing plagues here, eventually this place got to go down. And so where you gonna go? What's your plans? You still trying to make it in America? What's your goals? Meanwhile, these heathens panicking. Stock market at an all-time low. That sucker done crashed according to some people. Now they in that bill they got the digital money they coming with. You see that? They got the digital dollars they about to introduce into this whole scheme of things. We can market the beast right around the corner. Digital dollars. Look it up. They just unleashed the article March 20th. Digital dollars. There's a lot more that come with this stimulus package. Everybody like, yeah, we get $1,200. You don't even know everything that they pin onto this legislation. It ain't just one thing they vote on. They vote on like 100 different things. Gun control is another one. They just got on that. Got everybody shook like, dang, they coming for the guns. Yeah, all y'all registered your guns. They coming for them. Yeah. Dang. Salvation ain't in that anyway, but we got to defend ours, but yeah. So they passed gun legislation on the back of this stimulus, right? They also got what they call digital dollars, all right? And if you try to go register your gun, they said something about you got to go get a real ID. Now trip off this. We was telling folks about the real ID in 2007. Am I lying, Jay? We had the DVDs on it back when people watched DVDs. We had a whole trash bag full of documentaries, didn't we, Hebrew? Talking about one of them big old glad trash bags full of documentaries. Yeah, and telling everybody the New World Order coming. You understand? They're going to be tracking you everywhere, right? The Real ID Act is real, right? Now it's just normal. Oh, you want a gun? You got to go back to the DMV, get your real ID, right? They say it's so casual. Now I'm like, boy, this mark of the beast stuff is heard, right? And the minute it's going to be enforced, you want into this society, you're going to have to get down how we say. And those that's righteous are going to have to resist like the Israelites did in the days of old. Now we on the time of redemption. Hallelujah. All praises. So ain't no time to get scared and nervous. Y'all supposed to be excited when y'all out. Sister, take that napkin off your face. Like, dang, brother, it's brother bold. Yeah. And look, that ain't gonna stop nothing. Look, if it's real, it ain't gonna stop nothing anyway. If the Most High done decrees you gonna die, you up out of here. You think a little flimsy napkin gonna stop this little virus? But the Most High said, look, if you up under my shadow, 1,000 gonna fall at your side and 10,000 gonna fall at your right side, but it won't touch you. So I boldly declare mine. Boldly declare it several times a day. What y'all scared of? All right, Isaiah 43:1. Let's get it.
Isaiah chapter 43, verse 1. But now, thus said the Most High,
Come on.
that created thee, O Jacob.
Trip off that. Most High got promises for us. Go ahead.
And he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not.
Do what?
Fear not.
There's a commandment for us not to fear. You see what I'm saying? You not supposed to be afraid in this hour. Let them heathens be afraid. Let all the wicked of our people be afraid who have been rebelling and mocking us for well over a decade. Let them be afraid. You as believers ain't got no reason and no room to be afraid or fearful in this hour. Go ahead, Hebrew.
For I have redeemed thee.
I have what?
Redeemed thee.
That means, guess what? You've been redeemed from bondage, right? Whether it's bondage to sin or bondage to your oppressors. Stop claiming that, I'm a slave, not me. If the Son shall make you free indeed. You can't serve two masters. Right? Watch that Denmark Vesey documentary on YouTube. He was the revolutionary before Nat Turner. All right. It's on YouTube. It's like an hour and a half long. Powerful documentary. You dig? So he walk up in church. He like, man, y'all need to read Joshua. It say, be strong and very courageous. They say, but Denmark, we slaves. He said, thinking like that, you deserve to be. Thinking like that, you deserve to be one. He like, I ain't no slave. Right? It tell you that we've been redeemed. That we've been delivered from the curse of the law. Right? So we know Deuteronomy 28 describe us as a people, but y'all obedient up in here. Right? So we are no longer in bondage then. Walk and act like it did. All right, go ahead.
I have called thee by thy name.
Come on home.
Thou art mine.
He said, you belong to me. You don't belong to Donald Trump. You belong to me. You mine. Woo! Go ahead.
When thou passest through the water,
come on,
I will be with thee.
I mean, that's facts. Check his rap sheet. We done passed through rivers and waters many a times, and was he not with us? I mean, it ain't like he lying here. All right, go ahead.
And through the river,
come on,
they shall not overflow thee.
Come on home.
When thou walkest through the fire,
come on,
thou shalt not be burned.
Come on home.
Neither shall a flame kindle upon thee.
Now we got evidence of that too. Y'all heard of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego? They were thrown in the fiery furnace, and when they came out that deal, they didn't even smell like no barbecue. They clothes didn't even have a smell of smoke on it. So it ain't like the Most High lying when he prophesying through Isaiah. Like, look, try me. I get down and deliver mine. So y'all, it don't profit us none to be afraid in this hour and doubting this almighty power right here. You should be fully persuaded in him. I'm thoroughly convinced. Can't nobody convince me no other way. I'm thoroughly convinced. Right? Let that same mind be in all us, man. All right, go ahead.
For I am Yahweh thy power.
Come on.
The Holy One of Israel.
The Holy One of Israel. Go ahead.
Thy Savior.
Your Savior. Go ahead.
I gave Egypt for thy rest.
Come on home.
Ethiopia and Seba for thee.
Most I say, I took men's lives. I dropped countries and nations so you could breathe. How could you ever turn your back on him? How could you ever doubt him? He said, I dropped whole nations so you could breathe out here. I dropped whole nations and ransomed them so you could live. Now that's a God I can serve. I mean, I ain't read nothing where Buddha was speaking this powerful.
Man, he said, rub my belly.
I ain't read nothing where sweet Mother Mary was speaking this powerful here. I ain't read nothing about the little blue god over in India with 8 arms. What's that heathen name? Yeah, the transgender. I forgot its name. And I thought it was a woman this whole time. That's an excellent point, because I thought they little God was a woman. It's a boy.
Hey, y'all, Kelly said that was a transgender smile.
It looked like a woman. It's a boy, Krishna. In front of the CERN building with 8 arms. That looked like I just found out not that long ago, that's a boy. It's both. Yeah. So see what they promoting. Transgenderism. I ain't read no other God, none of the gods of Egypt. Nobody saying, look, I killed nations so you could live. You mine. Don't ever be afraid of what you face. Man, I can rock like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. Right? Sisters, if a brother was like, look, you mine. You ain't got to worry about none of that. Whoever come over tripping, I'm going to put them down. Y'all like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
baby,
sir, yes, sir. What you need?
What you need, baby?
What you need? Your back rub? You need some dinner cook? What's
going? I'm about to go cook.
Yeah,
cook. She ain't got nothing cook.
Yeah. He talking like that. You like, oh, okay, yeah. I need that. In other words, we need that assurance as the Most High's people that He got us. Ain't no reason for you to be afraid then.
Amen. That's like that movie 5 Heartbeats, boy. When Eddie Kane went to go start singing. I say, that girl like, ooh.
Here you go, man. Here you go.
Well, you're a man talking with that authority, boy.
That's
how your
authority.
God talk, boy.
Yeah, that's authority. He said,
he
said, you mine, you belong to me. And I dropped nations so you could breathe, like He doing to this nation right now.
So knocking all these gods.
Exactly. So we should be joyful in this hour, not fearful. I'm excited when I be out. Like, oh, okay. Look, it's hilarious to me. Look at all these people with these masks on.
Oh, tell them about the bubble baby.
Oh man, we was in Walmart. Boy, this heathen had this baby a stroller quarantined. Had the bubble wrap over this poor little child.
Babies.
over the stroller.
It's around the stroller. She had an oxygen mask with tubes to a tape to it. She was getting her breathe on.
Scared in this hour.
Scared.
Not you. Your God ransomed Ethiopia and Egypt for you. That's all praises, man. Hallelujah. And he gonna tell you why. Verse 4. Go ahead.
Since thou was precious in my sight.
He said, you precious to me. You special to me. All right, go ahead.
Thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee.
Come on home.
Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life.
People for your life. You understand? I'm gonna lay them down so you could live. That's a mighty, and look, to them, he's terrible.
That's a declaration.
He said the Bible calls him a mighty and terrible power. And I used to be like, what that mean, terrible? Like, you think about a scrub on the basketball court, like he's terrible. So that ain't what it's saying. You know what I'm saying? He's very dreadful to these heathens. He's very dreadful to your enemies.
That's
right?
right. How many of y'all, by the show of hands, in y'all times journeying, been to a church or been to talk to somebody in the Bible, and they used to call that God of the Old Testament was a blood God? You ever heard that before?
Yeah. Like that ain't Christ's father you talking about.
And like he ain't coming back with a vesture dipped in blood.
Exactly.
He came for peace, to redeem his people from their sins. But do not get it twisted. He's coming back with judgment. And boy, that's blood to the horse's bridle. So it's 6 feet tall.
That's a lot of, man, look, last time he destroyed the earth, y'all, he spared 8 people and a few animals. And he destroyed it by water that time. This time the element will be fire. Man, serious, real thing this. All right. But hey, for us that's in the know, for those of us that's obedient, it's a beautiful time to be alive, man. You living in the time that the prophet saw 3,000 years ago. You seeing it. Man, it's exciting.
Well, you living in prophecy.
Exactly. And especially for some of us that's been around a little while, you know what I'm saying? To see this, all the stuff we was talking about back in 2005, early 2000s. You understand? Come on, it's 2020 now. Like, you feel me?
You sure didn't even have no brain in your bird, huh?
You ain't either.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I just had a new baby too.
Yeah, man. It's a powerful time because, you know what I'm saying? My phone been ringing. Text messages, emails, old people trying to get in touch with you. People from years ago.
Remember this?
Man, you've been talking about this. Man. So it's real, huh? Yeah, it's real. You thought we was playing. Right? While you was buying $1,000 jeans, we was studying and praying and witnessing to our people. Right? While you was out here trying to chase the bag, we was getting wisdom. Now's the time to come on in before the door shut.
It was clock dollars back then.
That's what it was?
It was clocking dollars.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look, AJ, remember, we couldn't even get this dude to get a phone or a page. This man wouldn't even deal with social media.
Yeah.
I ain't going on no social media. We had him for a small minute.
Yeah.
He gone again.
I was rebellious.
Him gone again.
Yeah, ain't
but he
on
was out
Facebook
for a small minute.
Down there for a few years, got off. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 5.
Come on home.
Look at that commandment. Fear not.
See, you got, it's a command to fear not. Go ahead.
For I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east.
Come on.
And gather thee from the west.
Where you at? You in the west. Israel is scattered all over this earth, north, east, south, and west. You are in the west. You are in the most powerful nation in the west. This is Isaiah, who lived 700 years before the Messiah was born, prophesying about us being gathered in the last days. All right. I'm going to gather thee from the west. Go ahead.
I would say to the north, give up.
Yeah.
And to the south, keep not back.
Come on.
Bring my sons from afar.
Come on home.
And my daughters from the ends of the earth.
That's where we get the phrase, come on home from. Most I say, I'm gathering mine. Give me my sons and my daughters from the ends of the earth, and hurry up with it before hula hoop size hell fall out the sky. The Most High about to put pressure on these devils. The coronavirus is just the beginning. He gonna break the back of these heathens. Y'all gonna be like, wow, I really serve a true and mighty power, man, who love me. Who love me. All right, go ahead.
Even everyone that is called by my name.
Come on home.
For I have created him.
Yeah.
For my glory.
Come on.
I have formed him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have made him.
All right, that's it for that. I just wanted to go there and show y'all nothing to be afraid of, man. Most High promised it. It's coming. Jaheezy, what you got, brother?
This is the second Ezra chapter 9. Just a couple verses that I have.
Okay, let me go ahead and pull it. I'm in the Apocrypha right now, brother. I got you. That second Ezra go hard there. All right, second Ezra, 9th chapter. What verse you starting at, brother?
Okay, start at verse 13.
Verse 13. Second Ezra 9 and 13. What's going on? All right, here we go. And then look, if y'all want to start, getting food and all that together, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta wait till we done. All right.
Y'all in? Go open. I'm just saying, somebody need to be watching that door.
Yeah, he on.
Okay, yeah. Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 13.
Yeah.
And therefore, be thou not curious how the unholy shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
That's right.
Whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Let's get down to verse 20, verse 21.
Knows he said, don't be tripping up how the godly or the ungodly or the wicked gonna be destroyed. Right? Focus your mind on how the righteous gonna be delivered out of this. Because we will be delivered. All right, 21.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
And I saw, not verse 20, I'm sorry. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were coming to it. And I saw and spread it great, and have kept me a grape, of the cluster, and a plant of a great people.
Wow. Out of a whole cluster, he kept him a grape. Most High always deal with the remnant, right? The small remaining residue. He don't deal with a whole bunch of numbers, right? He always deal with the small remaining residue. Out of a whole cluster, the Most High say, I only preserve me a grape.
Everybody got an idea what he's talking about when he says a whole cluster? You ever get you a bag of grapes?
Yeah.
And you pull that one stem out, and there's all them grapes hanging off that one stem. That's a cluster.
Man.
The Most High only want one.
Verse 22. Let the multitude perish then.
He said, let the majority die.
So look,
Wow.
take the one, throw the rest.
Get rid of the rest. Go ahead.
Which was born in vain.
Born what?
Which was born in vain.
They was born for nothing then.
Right.
In the end, if it ain't about salvation, if in the end you ain't counted in that number, you was born for nothing.
You've never
Been bet off.
Your missile food. Go ahead.
Multitude perish then, which was born in vain. And let my grape be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. That's it.
Wow, man.
Yeah, man. Great precept, huh? Great precept, big bro.
Powerful. All right, we get time. We'll go into 2nd Ezra 16 because that's all about the last day plagues as well. Got some of y'all? Go ahead.
Reading that right there is like the reason why we like gold and platinum, because there's not a lot of it around. We put value to that. Sort of like, you know what I'm saying, what you just read, the Most High, he likes the remnant of it. You know what I'm saying? He likes the littlest, just the smallest part of it. You know what I mean?
He always deal like that, man.
Always, man. Look. Even if you sit here and just take a look at your job, right? Those who still going to work, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have us separated different groups so people can't sit together, right? In those groups are less than 10 people. Even less than that, only 8 really made it. And only 4 of those was men and 4 of those was women. You see what I'm saying? That's how he did. So you're supposed to run this race if you're trying to win. That's why you don't want to get caught but being, correcting children. You either all in or be all out. Because 99.5 won't do it in this world. That old church song, Lord, I'm trying to.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
All right, Exodus 1 and 8. We're gonna jump around Exodus all the way up to Exodus 12. All right. And we're just gonna be hitting about, we're gonna lay some background info, and then we're gonna talk about these plagues. And you're gonna notice that the Most High, before he dropped the most powerful nation in the world or in the earth at that time, he started hitting it with plagues. Exodus chapter 1. That's what verse 8. He started hitting it with plagues, supernatural plagues, locusts, frogs, and Jaheezy. It just was a plague of locusts in the earth. Northern Africa.
They said billions on top of billions. They said left nothing in the path. Everything was in the path. They told what they ate. And also, too, I was talking to NehemiYAH the other day, right?
Yeah.
He said that the locusts are still on there because you got the rainy season that's coming up. They love water.
Yeah.
So when you know that's a plague that comes from the Most High, because man can't do that. They don't know how to eradicate them or nothing. So I'm talking about billions on top of billions. They said to the point where the sky was dark. In the daytime, the sky was dark.
So many locusts.
That's a plague.
Y'all trip off this, y'all. And that was just last week, I believe it was, or the week.
About 3 weeks ago.
About 3 weeks ago, right? They say of a biblical proportion.
Right.
So many locusts, it blacked the sun out. These them times you in. Makes sense that the plague would have to be something that affects the worldwide plagues, like this COVID-19. Got everybody shook, right? But look, it ain't just over here. All right, so come on, let's get it.
Exodus 1 verse 8.
Yeah.
Now there rose up a new king over Egypt.
Yeah.
Which knew not Joseph.
All right, so just the background, the 12 tribes of Israel went down into Egypt after they sold Joseph. Joseph saves the world, moves his brothers and his father and them down into Egypt. We multiply. Jacob died. All his sons died. All right, but his children, all of them had children, right? And there's a regime change in Egypt. When it says a new pharaoh, that means a new dynasty in Egypt. You heard about different dynasties in Egypt, right? The 19th dynasty, the 20th dynasty, the 18th dynasty. When it says a new pharaoh rose up who didn't know Joseph, that means a whole nother family took over, who don't care nothing about what the Israelites did to save Egypt and the rest of the world. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
And he said unto his people, behold, the people of the children of Israel are more and mightier than we.
That's a fact to this very day, right? You're afraid. That's why you don't see it where the power is at. You understand? See, what your enemy understand is if they ever decide to get on one accord and link up, we're finished. All right. J. Edgar Hoover said it. There'll never be another black Messiah unless we give it to him. Right? What you think they came up with COINTELPRO, the counterintelligence program for? What you think to this very day, the CIA and the FBI, and you got infiltrators and spies infiltrating the camps and the congregations. What you think all that's for? Yeah, because your enemy knows something that you still ain't figured out. Look, you are the children of the Most High. We just read it. If you ever decide, if 2 or 3 of you come together, the Messiah said, I'm gonna sanction that from heaven. If y'all agree on anything, whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth is loose in heaven. Just 2 of us. Imagine if all of us come together. You understand? And on one accord, pray to our Father about certain situations. Y'all, this earth will move. You trip about this, you'll shift history. That's how powerful you are. That's how much authority we have. So they say, look, keep them divided. Keep them inebriated. Keep them high. Keep them distracted. Because they know they are mightier than that. We are mightier than them. All right, go ahead.
You know, even Charles Manson, in one of his interviews, one of their famous serial killers.
Yeah.
Said on my channel, I'll send some of these videos out here.
Please do. Please do.
Denmark Vesey, and this is what I'm talking about. He said, listen, y'all don't even realize that y'all took the gods out of Africa and made them just like you.
Dang, what's all that?
Probably a fuse. Probably a trip.
Gotta be, because these still on.
Trip the wire. Hey, y'all, come get this up on your fuse box. We right here to use my phone, verse 10.
It's in the back. Yeah, that about. These still on, so you get the
fuse box in there.
It's in the back. It's in the back room right there. Come on, let's get it. We good. You know how to get down.
Verse 10. Come on. Let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply. And it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land.
So they fear was that we would join their enemies in a war, you understand, and be in confederate with them and overthrow them. So now you're seeing the beginning of government persecuting the so-called black man. You're seeing a nation or a government persecuting the children of Israel. So when you see Planned Parenthood, when you see government passing laws and programs aimed at destroying us, y'all, this is psychology that go back over 3,000 years. All right, we back in. Bing, bing, bang. We good. Get a Yahoo up in the chat. Yeah, we good. We good. We back live. Give us a Yahoo if y'all can hear us. All right, give us a Yahoo if y'all can hear us. Give us a Yahoo. I'm back up live. I see everybody in the chat. Yeah, I see the time ticking. We good. We up. Bang. Bang. We got Yahoo. We got Yahoos, bro. Let's rock. All right, let me go ahead to share screen one more time. Y'all, you know the adversary slicker than like my ox say down in Memphis. He's slicker than snot on a doorknob. You dig? So, you know, we ended to win it though. So we all good. Let me share. Wow. All right, let's get back to it. All right, so read that 12 again.
But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. They were grieved because of the children of Israel.
They grieve. No matter what we throw at them, they always multiply and bounce back. So again, we're their Negro problem. Hey, we can't get rid of them. We can't solve this, right? Women still the most beautiful in the world, and they in the ghetto, drinking fluoridated water. And the sisters still look more beautiful than any other woman from any other nation in this earth. You understand? Government cheese and sugar water, and the brothers still the best athletes in this earth, best singers, best everything. Can't get rid of them. Why is it, y'all? Because y'all up under a blood covenant with the creator of heaven and earth, and he's coming to collect. All right. All right, now we down in verse, where we at? All right, come on, let's get it.
And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwife.
That's cool. You start, go right there. We good.
Hebrew midwives, of which the name of one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah.
Puah, go ahead.
And he said, when ye do the office of midwives to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, ye shall kill him.
Trip off that. The order from the leader of the most powerful nation in this earth. He told the midwives, like, look, when they get birth, if it's a son, trip off that. If the sons carry the seeds, if it's a son, kill him. So now you look into the psychology. Now you know where the mindset of Planned Parenthood comes from. Now you know where all the mindset of all the government-backed programs that's aimed at destroying our children come from. Y'all, it's psychology to go all the way back to ancient Egypt and before. Government been persecuting us. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
But if it be a daughter, then she shall live.
This war's real, huh? Go ahead.
But the midwives feared Elohim, and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them, but saved the men children alive.
They like, look, the Most High Spirit was on them. They're like, nah, we're not about to kill the men. We're not going to kill them boys. All right? They feared the Most High and not man. Let that spirit be in us. Fear the Most High and not man. Go ahead.
And they rebelled against what you would call law of the land.
Yeah, they rebelled against what? Say that again.
The law of the land.
Wow.
Given from the highest office only.
In the earth. Huh?
At that time.
Wow, really?
Another story. And the king of Egypt called for the midwives and said unto them, why have ye done this thing, and have saved the children, the men children alive? And the midwives said unto Pharaoh, because the Hebrew women are not as the Egyptian women, but they are lively.
They are what?
Lively.
Hebrews are lively. Go ahead.
And are delivered ere the midwives come in unto them.
They like, look, you can't compare the Hebrew woman, the Israelite woman, to no Egyptian woman. You feel me? The Egyptian women can't hold a candle to these Israelites. They said they are lively. Yakanah, what lively mean, brother?
It means that after they done with you, you go to sleep.
Oh man. Now y'all be talking about NehemiYAH getting cornered. Hold on.
Page 2422.
Hold on, man. I'm right. Here you go. Right here. It says, yeah, vigor of life. One says lively, strong, robust.
You couldn't wait for everybody else to be lively? You couldn't wait for everybody else to be lively with you?
All right, come on, Knock, let's get it.
I love it. Therefore, well with the midwives, supplied, and waxed very mighty.
Notice that because the midwives feared Yah and not man, the Almighty dealt well with them. Let that mind be in all us, man. No matter what law of the land get passed, if it goes against the law of the Creator, we stand against it. Period. End of story. That's revolutionary talk. That frightening scare a lot of Negroes in this hour. But the truth is the truth. There's a time coming when you want to stand on your faith.
Everybody will be turning this in.
Yeah.
Loved ones, friends, co-workers.
Don't be surprised to be very soon.
Yeah. All right, come on home, Mark. Let's get it.
And it came to pass because the midwives feared Elohim, that he made them houses. And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born, ye shall cast into the river.
Knows that. So you say, okay, y'all ain't gonna kill him, we'll drown him then. You see, this is the adversary, you understand, and using Pharaoh to directly attack the Most High's chosen people. Right? So on a spiritual level, you look at Pharaoh like he's Satan. Look at his servants like they're his demons.
That's what it is.
And then look at Moses like he's strapped with the Ruach, the spirit of the Most High, with all authority. You ain't got no authority. Let my people go. You coming up out of here. All right? You are redeemed. You ain't up under the subjection to demons and devils no more. All right? If the Son shall make you free, you are free indeed. All right, go ahead, Doc. Let's get it.
And Pharaoh charged all his people, saying, every son that is born, ye shall cast into the river, and every daughter ye shall save alive.
All right, y'all. So if y'all getting some understanding so far, go ahead and throw a 7 up in the chat. Give us a Yahoo locally. We're laying the foundation, being redeemed out of bondage. All right. Now you're about to read about the birth of Moses, and then the Most High called, and then the Most High with Moses with full authority, telling Pharaoh, "Hey, you gotta let my people go." He ain't saying nothing about it. If y'all want, we can have a meeting. Let's talk about this. Let's be diplomatic about it. Now, in the authority of the Most High, declare my people free. Let them go now or else. All right, and y'all, that's how y'all got to deal with demons in y'all life. You understand? They remain unchecked because you ain't checking them. You don't challenge them. Challenge them suckers. You got to go. You ain't got no authority around here. Let loose yourself off my people. In other words, let my people go. All right, you can look at this story from a physical and a spiritual aspect. Pharaoh is Satan. His workers are his demons. You understand? Moses and Aharon is strapped with the Ruach and the authority because they were called by the Most High to free or deliver. You understand? There are people from physical bondage. Y'all, this also got to do with spiritual bondage. All right? So understand where we at. We're going to read a few verses in chapter 2. Then we're going to jump on over. All right? So just be prepared to roll with me. Yeah, we're going to get it done. All right. Exodus chapter 2. All right. Read 1. And let's read on down for a little bit, and we're going to jump.
2 verse 1. And their house of Levi. And took a wife, a daughter.
Okay, so all right, Moses' father was a Levite and his mother. Levi is a certain tribe in Israel. There were 12 tribes of Israel. Jacob had 12 sons. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Jacob had 12 sons, and each son became a tribe. He had a whole bunch of babies. All right. All the tribes together make up the nation of Israel. All right. Who the world calls Jesus Christ, Yahushua the Messiah, came from Jacob's 4th son, Judah, from the tribe of Judah. All right. This is a national thing we talking here, a nation. It ain't a religion. We talking about a certain people in this earth who have children who are still in this earth. That's what we talking about here. All right. All right, go ahead.
Verse 2. And the woman conceived and bare a son. And when she saw him that he was a goodly child, she hid him 3 months.
Why did she have to hide him? Who knows? Persecution. Remember the order that went out, kill him or drown him in the river. So she realized she had a baby boy. She hid him. She hid him for 3 months, like any mother would do. Let me hide this boy. I'm not about to kill my son. Right? All right, go ahead.
And when she could no longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes and daubed it with slime and with pitch, and put the child therein. And she brings. And his sister stood afar off to wit what would be done to him.
All right, so you see him float on down the river. They're talking about how Moses was brought into the household of Pharaoh and raised as an Egyptian. Y'all, that's the first clue to show you children of Israel dark skin. Everybody know the Egyptians in the ancient world were dark skinned people. Now, how is Moses passing for an Egyptian when the Pharaoh just said kill the Israelites? And he an Israelite from the tribe of Levi. How is he passing for an Egyptian if he looked like a Caucasoid? Like, this is one of the first peeks into the scripture on the physical description of Israel. It's right in the Bible. If Moses looked like somebody from Nova Scotia, he wouldn't have passed for an Egyptian. All right, everybody understand? All right, jump down to verse 11. Y'all go. Okay, go ahead. Verse 11.
And it came to pass in those days, when Moshe was grown, that he went out unto his brethren and looked on their burdens, and he spied an Egyptian smiting an Hebrew, one of his brethren.
Finally, Moses, he has authority in Egypt. You understand? He has rank within Pharaoh's house, but he a bro. So finally, when he grown, he go out and see how hard, what's the hard bondage going on with his people, right? And he see an Egyptian destroying one of his brothers. Destroying him. All right, go ahead.
And he looked this way.
Yeah.
In that way.
He did. So you know how you make sure the coast clear. Ain't nobody looking, right? Go ahead.
And when he saw that there was no man, he slew the Egyptian and hid him in the sand.
Look at that. Moses got active in the revolution. Laid his enemy down to save one of his brothers. Right? This was never decreed a sin. Trip off that. The nervous Negroes don't want to talk about that. This was never decreed a sin. He seen an Egyptian about to kill one of his brothers, and he laid that Egyptian down. He made first though. That way, when he saw it was clear, laid him down. Right? He ain't do like we do today, pull the phone out and record the police on Instagram, whooping the brakes off your people. And Moses was a man that was the most meekest man in the earth. That's what the scripture say. Moses was very meek, but Moses was about that action. He wasn't about all that talk. Yeah.
Now, this Egyptian soldier, so you had, they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So just because the man was meek don't mean he wasn't about no warfare. Meek don't mean weak. You understand? You understand? Brother got a lot of patience, man. You understand? He would prefer not to, you know what I'm saying, get out of hand. But if it do, I got something for you. Put tips on you real quick. You feel me? Moses laid him down, right? And then he hid the body in the sand. I had the crime real quick. So even though this wasn't a sin in the eyes of the Most High, this still was a crime in the eyes of Pharaoh in Egypt. This would make Moses a fugitive. But these are the events leading up to the redemption of Israel. Something like that went down today. You say, see, all points bulletin out on that brother. Because he stood up and delivered one of his brothers or sisters by the enemy. And today, these noodle battle themselves, Israelites, to be something like this. Watch your mouth. Because that's who they refused was sent to deliver. All right, go ahead.
And when he went out the second day, behold, 2 men of the Hebrews strolled together. And he said to him that did the wrong, wherefore smitest thou thy fellow?
Now trip off that. He see the Bruce fighting and he break it up. He saw the Egyptian getting at his brother. He lay him down. But when he saw his own nation fighting, he broke it up like, what y'all fighting for? You understand? Showing you what brotherly love. We're supposed to be loving one another, man, not hating one another. What y'all fighting for? What y'all doing? Right? Go ahead.
And he said, who made thee a prince and a judge over us? Intendest thou to kill me as thou killest the Egyptians?
You know how we are. Who you think you is? You think it, so? What you think you over us now? Oh, you think you bad? So you gonna kill us like you did old boy the other day? We seen you kill him. Trip off that you can do so much for this people, and they still talk down on you and turn you in. That's Israel for you, boy. All right, go ahead.
And he said, and Moses feared and said, surely this thing is known.
Come on.
Now when Pharaoh heard this thing, he sought to slay Moses.
See?
But Moses fled from the face of Pharaoh and dwelt in the land of Midian. And he sat down by a way.
Moses became a fugitive for the love of his people. Trip off that. Today you talk down on a brother like that. You understand? Say, boy, the feds looking for him. He hot. Moses was a hot boy. Moses was a hot brew. For righteousness' sake, though. You understand? For the love of his people, not because he was tormenting and being evil in the presence of his people, because he, you understand, was there to deliver, right? And that lets you know too, y'all, revolution ain't bloodless. I mean, we read scriptures about blood gonna be up to the horse's bridle in Revelation, which y'all, I mean, bro, revolution is bloody. You know what I'm saying? Revolution is ugly business. It's not clean. You understand? You ain't gonna get about this thing trying to soften the blow. It's what it is, man. You are in war. Eventually, you gotta go there. You understand? May the Most High be with us all. All right, hey boy, what's wrong with you? All right, let's jump on over to chapter 3. All right, let's jump on over to chapter 3. The calling of Moses. All right, Exodus chapter 3. And this right here is about the calling of Moses, the fugitive. All right, Moses was a fugitive because of his love for his people. All right, let me look this quick nav up real quick, brother. My bad. Huh? Yeah, you know, Queen and Slim, huh? But hey, look, he had to handle his business, right? And think a trip off that. You could be in this position one day. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, you could be in a position one day to crack it all off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be that one, you know how you stack up the dominoes next to each other and then you push that one down and everything starts falling down?
Yeah.
You could be that one, that first one to make everything fall down. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what happened with Moshe.
Yeah.
You know, if he wouldn't have done that, he wouldn't have been in the wilderness. He wouldn't have been over in Midian and whatnot. He wouldn't have been dimmed down by Mount Zion.
Everything happens for you.
By the Most High's reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, you know.
That's right. All right, come on, Knock, let's get it. Exodus 3:1. What did it say?
Exodus 3, verse 1. Now Moses kept the flock of Jethro, his father-in-law, the priest of Midian.
So look, Moses a fugitive, right? He done fled from Egypt and trip off the fugitive. He done got married. He done got married on the run. Got him a father-in-law. Look, this is an action-packed life for this brother, right? I mean, he was born. There was death threats on his life. He was thrown in a river. You dig? Raised in Pharaoh's house. Got grown, checked on his people. Found the Egyptian stripping, laid him down, hid the body in the sand. Feel me? Then became an enemy to the throne and he flee. And while he on the run as a fugitive, he bump into his boat. He gets married. Dang. Don't sound like a square life to me. Because the day you think being holy is an L7, you know, you lame, square. But this man a fugitive. Like, what you mean? He's like, well, you know, yeah, let me go ahead and, you know, go ahead and get married, you know. I'm on the run anyway. I mean, hey. All right, go ahead.
And just trip off for everything that happened. Now, he had wealth.
Yeah.
He had all of that.
That's right.
He became a herder of sheep.
Became a shepherd. I went from a general to a shepherd.
Right.
Ain't that something? Smelling like outside. All right, go ahead.
The priest of Midian. He led the flock to the backside of the desert and came to the mountain of the Most High, even to Horeb. And the angel of the Most High appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. And he looked, and behold, the bush burned with fire, and the bush was not
I
consumed.
mean, it's a flaming bush on fire, but the bush is not burning to ashes. First, it was a miracle. It's a burning bush, but the bush ain't burning down. Yeah, but it's an angel of the Most High in the midst of the bush about to rap to Moses. This is divine visitation. You understand? It's divine visitation. Most High, when he called you, right? And a lot of y'all, I have a personal encounter. You know what I'm saying? Something like, man, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the moment, you understand, where it was some type of divine visitation. You understand? That changed my life forever. This situation right here changed Moses' life forever. Because he about to get called to go back to the very place he a fugitive. You understand? On the run for murder. And strapped with the power of the Almighty and boldly declare this kingdom coming down. You better let my people go or else. Oh, hey, that sounds exciting. Huh? All right. So look, y'all, these events went down roughly 3,500 years ago. 2 weeks from now, today. We 2 weeks out from the Passover. These are all the events leading up to the Passover. Dang, so as you've been living 3,500 years ago, you'd have been in the midst of this. Really? All right, come on.
Verse 3. Moses said, I will not turn aside and see this great sight, while the bush is not burnt. And when the Most High saw that he turned aside to see, Yahweh called unto him out of the midst of the bush and said, Moses, Moses. And he said, here am I.
Trip off there. Most High called you, make sure you answer. You understand? You've been predestined, called, justified, and glorified. Like Moses was born for this, preordained. He was born to deliver his people and go down in history as a mighty man of the Most High. That's what he was born for. You understand? This is the moment where the Most High finally calls him. And y'all, this call and go out. Moses is close to 80 years old this time.
Right.
He an old man. You understand? And he get called by the Most High. And Moses picked the phone up. He didn't swipe left. He picked the phone up. Here am I. He answered the call. Make sure you do the same. All right, go ahead. Yeah. That's an excellent point. Because today you'll say, I made me a life. I built me a house. I done had children. Lord, just show it's me you want. Whenever the Most High called you understand that mission he got for you is of a higher priority than whatever you got going on in life. Whatever you got going on in life is under that. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. And he said, draw not nigh hither. Put off thy shoes from off thy feet. For the place whereon thou standest is holy ground.
Divine visitation, holy ground. That's powerful, man. Go ahead.
Moreover, he said, I am the power of thy father.
Come on.
Elohim of Abraham.
Yeah.
Elohim of Isaac.
Yeah. Now, look, anybody asks you what God Almighty when you serve, you understand? Especially if they get to tripping off how you pronounce his name. Just tell them, hey, I'm talking about the mighty one of Jacob, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's good enough for you. That tickle your fancy enough. The mighty one of Jacob. All right, go ahead.
Moses hid his face, for he was afraid to look upon the Most High.
Don't forget, this is an angel. This ain't the Most High that got off the throne himself. The Most High sent an angel, a messenger. You understand? An ambassador to speak for him in his authority. You understand? And Moses like, man, look, I'm fearful. All right, go ahead.
And the everlasting said, I have surely seen the affliction of my people, which are in Egypt, and have heard their cry by reason of their taskmasters, for I know their sorrow. See, so the Most High forgot our sorrows and our cry to him. That's why he never stopped crying out. Today you done got complacent in captivity. You supposed to be crying out, Most High, how long? When you gonna deliver us from under the boots of these devils? Because obviously after a while, guess what? He heard you. The cries of sorrow that are crying in ancient Egypt, the Most High move.
made him move and you know what I'm saying, be about action in this earth. All right, go ahead.
Verse 8. And I have come down to deliver them out of the hand of the Egyptians, and to bring them up out of the land unto a good land and a large, unto a land flowing with milk and honey.
Trip off that. You got inheritance, a divine real estate, a divine birthright, and it ain't Mississippi. All right, go ahead.
Unto the place of the Canaanites and the Hittites and the Amorites and the Perizzites and the Hivites and the Jebusites. Now therefore, behold, the cry of the children of Israel is come unto me, and I have also seen the oppression wherewith the Egyptians oppressed them.
Trip off that. The one thing to get the Most High's attention is the oppression of his people. We've been oppressed. No matter what nobody got to say in this earth, we've been oppressed in this earth. All right. Come on, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Come now, therefore, and I will send unto thee Pharaoh.
I will send thee.
I will send thee unto Pharaoh.
See, Moses has been called to go right back to the very land in which he's a fugitive. Right back. How many of y'all are doubt that? Like, man, I ain't going back there. Boy, I want it for murder. He like, nah, the place you wanted for murder, go on back over there. Go on back over there. You know what I'm saying? I got a mission for you. All right, go ahead.
And one more thing too. See, and everything's a mind state, because mind you, about 80 years old, he was already had his crib. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was chilling, and now he got to go back and deliver his people from the same people who fled from him, and he still have no feelings on.
Yeah.
Verse 10. Come now, therefore, and I will send thee unto Pharaoh, that thou mayest bring forth my people, the children of Israel, out of Egypt. And Moses said unto the Lord, and that I should bring forth the children of Israel out of Egypt.
So Moses is questioning his calling, like it happened to a lot of us. You question your calling, like, no, I ain't that special. Who am I? You understand? Like, who am I to the Egypt? You question your calling, then you start doubt. All right. Go ahead, Hebrew.
He said, certainly I will be with thee, and this shall be a token unto thee that I have sent thee. When thou hast brought forth the people out of Egypt, ye shall serve the Most High upon this mountain.
The Most High promised them, I'm with you. That's the best promise you can hear in all your life, that the Most High is with you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. That same scripture we read and say, look, I killed nations for you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. I am with you. That's a promise. Right? Go ahead. And then he told him, look, this is going to be the sign. The very mountain that I visited you at, you're going to worship right here. You're going to serve the Most High upon this very mountain that you got your calling at. Most High always give you a promise. He always show you, look, I'm with you. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. All right. In this hour, you have nothing to be afraid of. Because plagues in this hour, you have nothing to be afraid of. You should be Kool-Aid smiling in this hour. Kool-Aid smiling. I'm amped. All this is going down. How many dead in one day in Italy? Yes. And I be amped when I hear this. I'm like, man, Most High moving. All right, come on, Knock. Let's get it.
Verse 13. Moses said to the Most High, behold, when I come to the children of Israel and say unto them, the Elohim of your fathers have sent me unto you. I say,
on. Right, go ahead.
Moses, that I am.
I will become, or I will be what I will be. He gave him an attribute of him. And as you keep reading, you're going to say, you're going to hear more, or he's going to break his name down. But I am that I am means I will be what I will be. Now that's Paul. God. They can say El Shaddai. You understand? At time he's the Most High, your healer. Yahweh, Yahweh, Rofeka. You feel me? It's all divine attributes of the Most High in the Bible. All of them. I will be what I will be. All right, go ahead.
Real quick, now mind you, in the movie Predator, the first one,
Um,
at the end, when they had basically had the Predator on his back and he was bleeding out, and they say, "Who are you?" When he was down there bleeding that green blood, and he looked up and said, "I am that I am."
he sure did, didn't he, boy? He sure did.
Yes, sir.
Boy, I ain't seen Predator in it, boy.
Yeah, trip off of it though.
Boy, we're going back to childhood there, boy.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
Most High said unto Moses, "I am that I am." And he said, "Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel,
Come on.
I am has sent me unto you."
Flat out. 15. A lot of people skip 15. They stop at 14. He's not done explaining himself, though. And how you know? Verse 15 says what?
Verse 15.
Mm-hmm.
And the Most High said more when Moses.
He said, moreover, I ain't done talking. I ain't done explaining who I am. Moreover, he said unto Moses, go ahead.
Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel.
This is what you say to the children of Israel. Go ahead.
The Almighty.
The Lord. When you looked it up, Yod, Hey, Wav, Hey. Some say Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahoah, Yahoah. However, we ain't gonna argue about linguistics. Right? When you look that up, he say, moreover, this is what you say to them, because he wasn't done explaining who he is. Right? The self-existent one. Yod, Hey, Wav, Hey. Yahweh, Yahweh. Go ahead.
The Elohim.
The power. Go ahead.
The power of your father.
Go ahead.
The Elohim of Abraham.
Come on.
The Elohim of Isaac and the Elohim of Jacob has sent me unto you.
Come on.
This is my name forever.
Because he asked him what his name is. He just told him what his name was. This is my name forever. Go ahead.
And this is my memorial unto all generations.
Flat out, until including this generation right here. That's the Most High's name and memorial. All right. Now jump down to 16, and then we're gonna jump over to chapter 4. We're gonna skate through this.
Verse 16.
Yeah.
Go and gather the elders of Israel to
The elders, right before redemption, huh? And you get, so where the elders at? What are the brothers who have been diligent in this thing for 30, 40, 50 years that are counted on worthy to lead Israel? Notice he told Moses, go gather the elders. Today, me you mean don't call you no people? Scripture tell you rise up before the whore. He tell me.
Verse 16. Go and gather the elders of Israel together. The Elohim fathers, the Elohim of Isaac, Abraham, and of Jacob, be saying, "I you, which is done to you in Egypt."
All right, we go over to chapter 4. We're gonna start at verse 19. All right, y'all read all this when you get a chance. Excellent story about redemption of our people. You look at it twofold, physical and spiritual. Look at Pharaoh like he's Satan. All his minions like they the demons. You understand? And Moses as yourself strapped with the power of the Almighty, with authority to let them suckers know, let my people go, let my mind go, let my people go, loose yourself. All right? Because you have authority. That's the whole point. He does that. So bust your guns. I'm reading these going around. Check these authority with mouth and check. For verse 19, my brother. Let me see. Hold on. Do this nav real quick. Book of Exodus. All right, so Moses been called, and he got to go back to the land which he fugitive. Everybody understand? Dang. Sound like an action-packed life to me. Don't sound like something weak and insignificant. Yeah, we should go. Oh, I'm not going over. Let's be going up. Man, this dude trip. Yeah, I know, man. Trying to get back on that, brother. I think I'm back on. Let me see. There we
Psalm 90 verse 10.
Yeah, Psalm 90 and 10. What does it say, y'all?
It says the days of our years are 80 years and 10.
Mm.
And by reason of strength, they be 80 years. That's an 80 right there.
Mm.
Yet is their strength, labor, and sorrow, for it is soon cut off and fly away.
Wow. Wow, this brother lived. Moses ended up living to be 120. 40 years after 80. You feel me? Still had his strength and everything, man.
And verse 12 says, so teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto thee.
That we may apply our heart to wisdom, huh, Hebrew? That's right. All right, Exodus 4 and 19. Before we get into some of these plagues. All right, Exodus 4:19. Moses been called. He got the name of the Almighty. Can y'all hear it? Give us a Yahoo up in the chat if y'all can hear us. Had to go ahead and bounce back. All right, Exodus 4 and 19. Who got it? Let's get it.
Exodus chapter 4, verse 19.
Yeah.
And Yahweh said unto Moses in Midian, go, return into Egypt, for all the men are dead which sought thy
You
life.
see that? Everybody that was looking for you because you were fugitive, they dead now. Don't even worry about all that. Wow. Most I get down. Go ahead.
And Moses took his wife and his sons and set them upon an ass, and he returned to the land of Egypt. And Moses took the rod of Elohim in his hand.
Straight up. All right.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, when thou goest to return into Egypt, see that thou do all those wonders before Pharaoh, which I have put in thine hand. But I will harden his heart, that he shall not let the people go.
No, so he letting like, look, I'm gonna give you wonders to do. Make sure you do all of them. But I am going to control his mind. You understand? The Most High built Pharaoh all the way up to drop him. Pride is something else. It tells you in Proverbs 16 that the heart of the king is in the hand of the Most High. As the rivers of water, he turning whithersoever he wants. You understand? You be thinking your will, your own. It's the Most High dictating the whole entire thing. It's Proverbs 21, I think. It's Proverbs 21, 1 and 2. I think Proverbs 16 said the same thing. But that the heart of the king is in the hand of the Most High. Heart in Bible means your mind. As the rivers of water, he'll turn the king's mind how he want. So he telling Moses, like, look, I'm going to give you supernatural power. All right? Make sure you do all the signs I tell you to do to redeem my people. But I'm going to harden Pharaoh's heart. You understand? I'm going to harden his heart. That way, in the end, I'm going to destroy him. That way, everybody know who God is real. Who's the real God in the earth. Because Pharaoh was living as if he was God on earth. All right? All right, so look, drop that. Let's go over to Exodus 5. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. NehemiYAH was good, son. You ready, B? All right, Exodus chapter 5. All right. Now let's get into some of these plagues, man. This is a beautiful thing. Because you going through the plagues now. All right. Exodus 5. All right. The beginning of plagues and sorrow. All right. Exodus 5 and 1. Moses back in Egypt. All right. Go ahead.
And afterward, Moses and Aaron went in and told Pharaoh, thus says Yahweh, Elohim of Israel.
Knows how he come. He don't come and say, hey, can we have a United Nations meeting? Can we negotiate? Understand? When the Most High call you and give you a mission, you show up in full authority. You don't show up begging Pharaoh. You understand? Like, you can't show up and beg Donald Trump to let these Israelites go. If you, whoever you claim you are, you better be about that. Because you have Israelites go preach in front of the White House like that's finna move Donald Trump or something. That ain't finna move him nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If you've been strapped with the authority from the on high, you understand? Go before him, tell him, hey, thus saith the Most High, you better let us go empty them jail cells or else. You understand? All right, go ahead.
Thus said Yahweh, Elohim of Israel, let my people go, that they may hold a feast unto me in the wilderness.
Yeah, Most High want us to serve him. All right, go ahead.
The Pharaoh said, who is Yahweh, that I should obey his voice and let Israel go? I know not Yod, hey, why, neither shall I let Israel go.
Pharaoh like, look, I'm God. What you mean you hearing the authority of your God? I'm Israel's God. I don't know who your God is. You understand? If y'all want to get a picture today of how proud Pharaoh was, look at Donald Trump. That is a proud heathen right there. He's beyond proud. He say what he wants. He bomb wherever he wants. You understand? When he killed that Iranian general, y'all, they was at a gala. They was having a party. He in his bow tie like, yeah, he's dead. Yes, we killed him. And, you know, so, all right, you know, he deserved it. You know, him and the drivers that was with him, they're all dead. So what? It's over. Good. Proud heathen. You understand? It's modern day Pharaoh. Modern day Pharaoh. All right, go ahead.
And they said, the Elohim of the Hebrews has met with us.
The God of who?
The Hebrews.
The God of you Hebrews. You understand? Go ahead.
Has met with us. Let us go, we pray thee, 3 days, journey into the desert, and sacrifice unto Yahweh Elohim, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword.
He like, look, we gotta go serve him. If we don't serve him, he gonna hit us with pestilence and plagues. That lets y'all know the urgency in serving the Most High in this hour. If you don't serve the Almighty, you might as well be a victim of that coronavirus. He gonna fall on us, lest he fall upon us with pestilence or with the sword. Y'all, pestilence is another word for plagues. So let all you Hebrews listening tonight, you understand? Serve the Most High. If not, you might as well be a victim of the COVID-19. Flat out. All this in the Bible. If we don't serve him, we good as doomed. Yeah, you better. You better put that blood over your doorpost. Or, in other words, believe in the sacrifice of the Messiah. Because he's the blood of the Lamb. He's the Lamb of the Most High. By his stripes we heal, right? All right, go ahead.
And the king of Egypt said unto them, wherefore do ye, Moses and Aaron, let the people from their works get unto your burdens. And Pharaoh said, behold, the people of the land now are many, and ye make them rest from their burdens. And Pharaoh commanded the same day the taskmasters of the people and their officers, saying, ye shall no more give the people straw to make brick, as heretofore, let them go and gather straw for themselves. And the tail of the brick, which they did make heretofore, ye shall lay upon them, ye shall not diminish aught thereof, for they be idle. Therefore they cried, saying, let us go and sacrifice to our Elohim.
Sure about this. So he's like, look, don't diminish their workload. They making bricks with straw. Make them go gather their own straw and tell them they quota better not diminish. So when Moses stepped to Pharaoh, like, let my people go, Pharaoh like, look, I don't even know your God. Matter of fact, since you running your mouth, I'm about to up the workload on your people. And they better meet their quota. And instead of the straw provided to make brick, they got to gather their own straw. It's heathen, his arrogance. Jump over to Exodus 7. Exodus 7, start at verse 14. Let's get into the plagues. Plagues are signs of redemption, y'all. Plagues are signs of redemption, and you should be happy that this is happening. You should be happy. You understand? Even though the heat turning up on the Israelites, we made the news, international news, twice in 2019. Twice. You understand? So the pressure's up. People get scared. Shh, stop talking so radical, child. You know, soften the blow. Moses didn't soften the blow. And guess what? The pressure did get turned up on us for a season. Right? But don't fear when pressure get turned up. Just because brothers are out here teaching and speaking against this system and loving their brothers and sisters and letting them know it's time to repent, man. Get yourselves together. Redemption is here. All right? Just because that type of talk frightens your enemies and they got the ability to put pressure on you, right? You don't be no sellout in this hour. All right? Exodus 7 and 14. Let's get into the plague of blood. All right? Do y'all remember a few years ago, all the rivers around the world were turned into blood? A lot of different bodies of water from the United States, over in Russia, over in China, whole rivers turned to blood. And you know what they said? Oh, that's algae bloom.
It was at the same time all of them moons was red.
Them blood moons.
Blood moon, right.
Most I've been showing in this earth, the very plagues that he hit Egypt with, he been dropping for the past few years all around this earth to get our attention. And what we do, keep the party going. It's all good. You understand? Hopefully this virus, this so-called virus, get your attention to where when it let up a little taste and you get your little freedoms back, you don't forget this moment. You don't forget this moment. And you do what you need to do to prepare. You understand? Prepare y'all, because we on our way up out here. You understand? We on our way up out here. If you don't worship the Most High, you're going to get hit with a plague. All right? Chapter 7, verse 14. Let's get it.
And Yahweh said unto Moses, Pharaoh's heart is hard. He refuses to let the people go.
Come on.
Get thee up unto Pharaoh in the morning. Lo, he goeth out unto the water, and thou shalt stand by the rivers, bring except your brother be with you. And thou shalt say unto him, Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews hath sent me unto thee.
Y'all know name means authority. Moses had to come in the name of the Almighty or the authority of the Almighty. Coming in your own name will do nothing. I'm hearing the name of NehemiYAH. Hearing the name of Malaki Maccabee, boy, you're going to get tore out the frame. Coming in your own name. You understand? Demons don't even respect your own name. You got to come in the authority of the Son of the Most High. You understand? To make them suckers shiver and move and get somewhere. Moses had to come in the authority of the Almighty. All right? Come on.
And thou shalt say unto him, Yahweh Elohim of the Hebrews has sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, hitherto thou wouldest not hear.
You ain't been listening, Pharaoh. Let my people go where else? And thus saith the God of the Hebrews. That's authority and all that. You feel me? That's your power. So flex the authority. All right? Everybody all nervous and embarrassed to serve the Most High in this hour. Right now is the time for you to be speaking up and getting glory in this earth. All right, go ahead.
Thus saith Yahweh, in this thou shalt know that I am Yahweh. Behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand unto the waters which are in the river, and they shall be turned to blood.
This is how you know that rod in your hand, you're going to smite them waters and the river's going to turn to blood. Y'all know water, no life. Think about Flint, Michigan a few years ago with all that lead in the water. Y'all realize no water, no life. This crisis, everybody going crazy over water. Ain't no waters nowhere. Or if you do find water, you only can get, what, 1 case, 2 case? Y'all know water, no life. Most I say, you know what? I'm going to hit their water supply. Turn to blood. Maybe that'll get your attention. But you can't wash your rear end for a whole week. Maybe that gets your attention when you gotta wipe your teeth off and you can't brush your teeth. Dang. get that serious, huh? Most I know how to get your attention. That's the whole point. You say what, Duel? Yeah. All right, come on, Knock, let's get it.
And the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe and drink of the water of the river.
Jay, you grab that, Exit 7. We in verse 19. Chill out, bro. Oh man, you going off. You got the batteries? Here, pass that on up here. Go ahead, grab 19.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thy hand unto the waters of Egypt, upon their streams, upon their rivers, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water.
Oof.
And they may become blood.
That they what?
May become blood.
Every body of water that was in Egypt was decreed to turn to blood. And y'all, the waters was stinking. Y'all know about stanky water, don't you? You know, water get to stinking, boy, that travel. Yeah, we saying the fish tank, huh? Yeah, you right.
Then you got flies and gnats.
Oh, man. Mosai sound like Mosai know how to get somebody attention around here. All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
And that there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood and vessels of stone.
Man, even in your Kool-Aid, all your little water pitchers, blood everywhere, not just in the fountains, y'all, even in your little water pitchers that you pour your water with, blood.
Wine, your liquor.
Everything, blood. That's a serious thing right there, man. You dig? Most High know how to get your attention. You thought you was doing something because you was playing with nuclear weapons. Most High played with them elements. Most High know how to get your attention real quick. You understand? And humble thou. All right, go ahead, Doc. Where you at?
And Moses and Aaron did so, as Yahweh commanded. And he lifted up the rod and smote the water that were in the river, in the sight of Pharaoh, and in the sight of his servants. And all the waters were in the river that turned to blood.
Woof.
And the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank. And the Egyptians could not drink of the water of the rivers. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt.
There was blood throughout all, here you go, Jay-Z, through all the land of Egypt. All right. Read that 22 on down, brother. Plague of blood, first plague. Yeah, all this is leading up to the redemption of Israel, leading up to the Passover. First plague, plague of blood. Ooh, wait. All right, go ahead.
Exodus 7, verse 22.
You dealing with the guys that know how to cut your water off. No water, no life. All right, go ahead.
And the magicians of Egypt did so with their enchantments, and Pharaoh's heart was hard. Neither did he hearken unto them, as the Most High had said.
So to show you the delusion even of Pharaoh's magicians. See, y'all, there is power on the dark side. They were able to turn waters into blood as well. See that there is power on the dark side. It just can't hold a candle to the Most High's power. Y'all, there are those that are practitioners of black magic. There are those who are into witchcraft, black magic, the dark arts that are actively praying against us in this hour. Actively praying against us. Don't worry, we're going to pray against them when we pray on out tonight. We're going to pray against them. You understand? So trip off with the Most High. So the magicians, they decide to say, look, we can do that too. So y'all, so the little water that's remaining, you decide to turn into blood also. Now that's counterproductive, ain't it? Why would you turn the rest of the waters into blood just to prove you got some type of power? Wow. All right, come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
Verse 23. When Pharaoh turned and went into his house, neither did he set his heart to do this also, And all the Egyptians dig round about the river for water to drink, but they could not drink of the water of the river. And 7 days were fulfilled, after that, the Most High had smitten the river.
Y'all talking about no water for a week. Woo. And it stank. And all the waters is blood. Right now, Nehemiah just showed me every plague the Most High did. He was attacking an Egyptian god. Every last plague, from your water gods to your frogs to your crops to your everything. Every plague he hit, he was hitting one of their gods, showing you I'm here to execute judgment on your gods. Man, the Most High destroyed that place, and he's going to destroy this one. All right, Exodus 8. All right, next plague is the plague of fraud. We ain't gonna get through all the plagues today. We had a few of these plagues, and we're gonna get on about it. And Friday evening, y'all willing, we still got breath in our body. We're gonna finish off the plagues. You understand? Since we in the time of plagues, why not talk about them? And then show y'all the deliverance of Israel and how enemies were drowned in that Red Sea or that Sea of Reeds. And y'all, when they got done like we do, we started banging on wax. We made music. We hit that beat, and then we put lyrics and bragged about how the Most High drowned our enemies in the sea. And we were thanking him. We wasn't sad about it. All right. Next plague, plague of frogs. Exodus chapter 8.
Exodus chapter 8, verse 1.
Hold on,
Hold
on, bro. Let me get there real quick. Right there. Ain't no game with the Most High, man. And then look in Exodus, the frogs are symbolic for unclean spirits. You see, unclean spirits came out of his mouth like frogs. Man. All right, Exodus 8.
Exodus chapter 8, verse 1.
Come on home.
And the Most High spake unto Moses, go unto Pharaoh and say unto him, thus saith the Most High, let my people go, that they may serve me.
Flat out, another declaration. Notice he ain't coming asking nothing. He's coming in the authority of the Most High. He declaring. All right. You do the same thing in spirit when you battling with any type of unclean spirits or evil thoughts. State your position in a HaNehemiYAH and declare them suckers power. Declare your authority over them. Tell them get somewhere. And y'all, they got to move. Eventually, Pharaoh had to come down. You understand? Him and his entire army. That's powerful. Go ahead.
Verse 2. If thou refuse to let them go, behold, I will smite all thy borders with frogs.
See, so it's a threat. He threatening Pharaoh and them. Look, if you ain't gonna let them go, all your land getting hit with frogs. Now what? Go ahead.
The Most High is telling everything he's gonna do before he do
it. Exactly. I'm about what I say. If I say it, it's coming to pass. That's why it's important for all of us to be about our word. Right. If you open your mouth up and say it is what it is, get it done then. Right. Because you are in the image of your Father. When he speak, it get done. All right, go ahead.
Verse 3. And the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and come into thine house, and into thy bedchamber, and upon thy bed.
Come on.
And into the house of thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thine ovens, and into thy kneading troughs.
Everywhere, yeah, these frogs is going to invade. Y'all know y'all be up on these seats up in here. These frogs come up in there right now. Especially the sisters, boy, it be over. They be up on them chairs. That say these frogs is coming everywhere. Man, frogs, y'all. Them some evil things there. All right, go ahead.
Verse 4. And the frogs shall come up both on thee and upon thy people and upon all thy servants. And the Most High spake unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch forth thine hand with thy rod over the streams, over the rivers, and over the ponds, and cause frogs to come up upon the land of Egypt. And Aaron stretched out his hand over the waters of Egypt, and the frogs came up and covered the land of Egypt.
Wow. Go ahead.
Verse 7. And the magicians did so with their enchantment and brought up frogs upon the land of Egypt.
Look at them. They are adding to their affliction. Look how proud they are. You're adding to your affliction, genius. Instead of saying, man, look, we ain't never seen nothing like this before. You trying to, it's just like in what was that? Not Coming to America with Harlem Nights, where dude was shooting the little Tommy gun, quit, and then dude busting his little pea shooter. And he said, man, if you don't put that look up, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, the little power or the little gun you think you got is a pea shooter. Satan power is a pea shooter. It can't compare to the Most High's weapons. But look, they so zealous to prove that they got some type of gun. Look, I got me a gun. I can shoot it. They're adding to their affliction with the blood and with the frogs. All right, go ahead.
Oh, let me say something. I read today, Trump, he said America wasn't built to shut down.
Yeah.
He said the virus ain't nothing. You don't murder back up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. Same thing. And then look, he say, we are all fighting an invisible enemy. I said, well, this heathen, look, I'm telling y'all, these heathens know it's judgment time. You understand? Y'all all day elite catching this thing. It's like it backfired on them or something. One of the heir to the British throne just caught the coronavirus. Prince Charles, 71 years old, just caught the coronavirus. I said, well, hold on. If like, okay, would it just backfire on y'all? So this was y'all plan to destroy the oppressed, us. So why all the elite catching it and dying? Man, hey, real thing this. Trump said we fighting an invisible enemy. I wonder who he really talking about. Okay. All right, go ahead, Hebrew. Excellent point, though. He said America wasn't built to be shut down. He said, look, we about to open up we about to open back up by Easter. Hey, that's an important time for me and everybody else for many reasons. And then his little doctor, like the Surgeon General, like, that is ludicrous. The hell you mean? We gonna open back up in a few days. The hell's wrong with you? Yeah, a job is gonna not having a job is gonna kill you before the virus will. Man, Trump is a pompous heathen, man. Yeah, and he make me laugh. I ain't gonna lie to you. Every time I'll be like, well, I like this heathen. Get these prophecies popping. I like you. Because he say what he want to say. All right, go ahead, Hebrew. Let's get it.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Then Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron and said, entreat the Most High that he may take away the frogs from me and from my people, and I will let the people go.
Yeah.
That they may do sacrifice unto NehemiYAH.
Look at that. Pharaoh like, hey, man, ease up. Pray to your Almighty. Pray to your Mighty One for me. That's how you know your enemy has been conquered. When y'all enemies start asking you, the slave, pray to your God for me. Hey, when y'all look, y'all gonna hear it. Before you leave about the captivity, you're gonna be hearing heathens asking you, pray to your God for me. When you hear it in your ears, remember this day. When you hear it, guess what? Know for a surety the Most High has visited this place, and our redemption is here. When you got the most powerful man in the earth asking you, pray to your God for me. Hey, ease up. I feel that pressure. Y'all gonna hear that for y'all leave captivity? Because they're gonna recognize who you are. They already do. It's just they arrogant, but they already know who you are. These Palestinians next door know us. Shalom, Ak. They know who we are. Be speaking Hebrew to us and everything. Your enemies know. And the hour they tell or ask you, pray to your God for me. Know in your mind. You understand? Our redemption is here. When the master asks the slave to pray for him, you know what time it is. All right, go ahead.
Oh, one more thing too, because the watchers did the same thing. Did the same thing. When they do ask Enoch, pray to the Most High for us. Entreat
on our behalf.
Right, on our behalf. Verse 9. Moses said unto Pharaoh, glory over me. When shall I entreat for thee, and for thy servants, and for thy people, to destroy the frogs from thee, and thy houses, that they may remain in the river only? And And he said, tomorrow. And he said, be it according to thy word, that thou mayest know that there is none like unto the Most High. And the
our power.
Our power.
You know, no, it's a distinction between the God of the Hebrews and the gods in Egypt. That you know, Pharaoh, there is none like it unto the Most High, our God. Right? That's possessive. Right? We belong to him. Egypt, you don't. All right, go ahead.
Verse 11. And the frog shall depart from thee, and from thy houses, and from thy servants, and from thy people. They shall remain in the river only. And Moses and Aaron went out from Pharaoh, and Moses cried unto the Most High because of the frog which he had brought against Pharaoh. And the Most High did according to the word of Moses. And the frogs died out of the houses, out of the villages, and out of the fields.
Most High honored Moses' prayer. It's about that. Even that should have made Pharaoh know, like, man, look, the Most High has his hand on Moses. Most High has his hand on him. Whatever power that is he rocking with, man, I fear that because I asked him to pray and he prayed and all the frogs died that was plaguing us. All right, go ahead.
Verse 14. They gathered them together upon heaps, and the land stank.
Okay, the land stank, and not just the waters, even the whole land stank. Notice it say stank right there. It don't say stink. It's an A and K in there. That's how you know this our book, boy. It say it stank. It didn't say it stink. Well, this Bible was written for Hebrews and by Hebrews, boy. Anybody hear that, boy? Stank. So stank is a word. Say, boy, you ain't speaking proper English. That's say, and the land stank. Phil, what you think, Hebrew? It's all in the Bible, brother. Stank is in the Bible. Oh, man. Powerful. That's just the Bible. You ever read it? All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 15. But when Pharaoh saw that there was respite, he hardened his heart and hearkened not unto them, as the Most High said.
Look at Pharaoh. Here he go again. All right, got a little pressure up off of him. Now he back being rebellious. Go ahead.
And the Most High said unto Moses, say unto Aaron, stretch out thy rod and smite the dust of the land, that it may become lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
So what we got so far? We got blood, we got frogs. Now we got lice. Lice. Y'all know we don't even catch lice. Who catch lice? Heathens catch lice. Now watch this, y'all. Watch this. Lice. Right. He said smite the dust and it's going to create lice. Now watch this. Go ahead.
Verse 17. And they did so. For Aaron stretched out his hand with his rod and smote the dust of the earth. And it became lice in man and in beast. All the dust of the land became lice throughout all the land of Egypt.
So it became lice in man, lice in beast, and all the dust of the land became lice. Because Aaron smote his rod, lice grew in man, beast, and all the dust became lice. The Most High know how to get your attention. Stop playing with him, man. Stop playing with me. Look, even the Hebrew said if we don't serve him, a plague gonna break out on us. Y'all remember that in this hour. With all your might serve the Almighty and do what is commanded of you. That way we can be blessed. We can be protected from all these plagues because he ain't done. Coronavirus just the beginning. He ain't done. He about to turn it all the way up. All right, go ahead, Hebrew.
Verse 18. The magicians did so with their enchantments to bring forth life.
Look at these heathens. They add an affliction on top of affliction to try and prove a point. Go ahead.
But they could not.
But they what?
But they could not.
They didn't have the power to bring the lights on. They had the power for the staff to turn to a snake. They had the power to also make water in the blood. They had the power to even imitate frogs a little taste, right? But when it came down to the lights, they couldn't even duplicate that. Showing you Satan's power only goes so far. Yeah, exactly. Why y'all not removing this stuff since y'all got power? Come on, Hebrew, let's get it.
So there were lice upon man and upon beast. Verse 19. Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, this is the finger of the Most High.
You know when your enemies admit out their mouth, this the finger of them of they God right there. This is above my pay grade. They had to admit this is the Most High's finger. The Most High done touched this situation. You feel me? My little David Blaine tricks done ran out. You understand? My little 3-card Molly and, you know, sleight of hand, and, you know, that only goes so far. When the Most High touches a situation, it's what it is. And there ain't a power in existence that can hold a candle to him. It do you well to serve the Most High. Not serving him ain't profited us nothing. And that's for you children in here too. Do what you supposed to do. Stop thinking you can get away and do what you want. Look, there ain't nobody in this earth that move around and do what they want to do. All right, go ahead.
Then the magician said unto Pharaoh, this is the finger of the Most High. And Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he hearkened not unto them as the Most High had said.
Come on.
And the Almighty said unto Moses, rise up early in the morning and stand before Pharaoh. Lo, he cometh forth to the water, and say unto him, thus saith the Most High, let my people go, that they may serve.
Y'all, these are threats. He's threatening Pharaoh. Let my people go, or else. The Israelite man was created to serve his God. Man, woman, and children.
That's right.
You were created to serve your maker. You understand? And reap his blessings and his benefits and rule this earth in authority. That's what you were created for. You weren't created to be a slave. Your back even with the ground, under the boots of heathens. Moses, I tell him, I'm like, look, Moses, go tell him, let my people go, or else. My people are supposed to serve me, not Donald Trump. My people are supposed to serve me, not America. Yeah. The Most High need us in a certain vibration. That's why stop mocking the brothers and sisters in these last days. It's telling you, look, turn back to the Most High. Serve him. Because in the end, when the dust settles, that's where we're going to be at. And all of us who are rebellious going to get put down. All right? That's what happened in the wilderness when we left Egypt. We all left, but everybody didn't make it to the promised land. You'll come up out of here, but that don't mean you're going to make the kingdom. Yeah. Real thing this. All right, come on, Hebrew.
Verse 21. Else, if thou wilt not let my people go, behold, I will send swarms of flies upon thee, and upon thy servants, and upon thy people, and into thy houses, and the houses of the Egyptians shall be full of swarms of flies, and also the ground whereon they are.
Man, look, Moses, I said, I'm about to litter this place with flies. Even the ground you walk on will be full of flies. Y'all, we got blood, frogs, lice, and flies so far. Man, can you imagine? Man, your mind is snap going through something like that.
Right, it's mind-boggling.
Do y'all know the whole time these plagues was in Egypt, the Most High's people was safe. We was in the ghetto chilling. While all these plagues was hitting our enemies, you be thinking like, dang, so where we was at? We was in the ghetto. They call it Goshen in the Bible. We was in the ghetto chilling. And look, wasn't affected by damn plague that was hitting our enemies. It profits you to serve the Most High. Serve him and love to serve him. Be excited about serving. Because y'all, if you ain't serving him, you on the other side of this coin. And you serving Satan. And look what he got for him. And if you thought those plagues that hit Egypt was something, wait till you crack open that book of Revelations and read about the plagues that get unloosed in this earth in the last days. This time the plagues are worldwide. They're just not in a central location. They in this whole entire earth. And they are signs of your redemption. All praises, man. Y'all should be happy about this. Tired of, being up in this deal, man. Let's get back to it.
Right.
All right, where we at?
Verse 22.
Come on home.
And I will sever in that day the land of Goshen, in which my people dwell, that no swarms of flies shall be there. To the end thou mayest know that I am the Most High in the midst of the earth.
That's divine intervention right there. That's what they call it. He said, I'm going to sever, I'm going to cut in that day the land of Goshen. I mean, I'm going to separate where my people dwell at from where their enemies dwell. So when you see the plagues hitting your enemies, but not affecting you, you know there's a God in this earth, man. You understand? And it ain't Donald Trump. It ain't Ayatollah Khomeini. It ain't the Rothschild banking family and their entire bloodline. It's Yod Hey Wav Hey. Yahweh El Elyon, the Most High, self-existent one, power over all powers. That's what his name means. Yeah, so when these plagues affecting your enemies, but not you, you'll know then. Wow. Most High really is about that. He really loves us. All right, go ahead.
Verse 23. And I will put a division between my people and thy people. Tomorrow shall this sign be.
So there is a difference and a division between the Most High's people and every other nation on this earth.
Big time.
It is. It is. I know you hate to hear that today because you got friends with it. You're friends with everybody. But you being friends with everybody ain't gonna stop prophecy. It is what it is. You are special in the eyes of the Almighty. Love it and act like it. You could have been born a heathen. Look at Phil. Feel like, oh no, you were born the chosen. Be proud of that. Understand? All right, come on, let's get it.
Verse 24. When the Most High did so, there came a grievous swarm of flies into the house of Pharaoh, and to his servants' houses, and into all the land of Egypt. The land was corrupted by reason of the swarm of flies.
Come on home.
And Pharaoh called for Moses and for Aaron and said, Go ye, sacrifice to your power in the land.
You hear that? He said, go ahead and serve your God, man.
Go ahead.
Right? There's too much pressure on me in my kingdom. My whole land defiled. Yeah. Go ahead.
And Moses said, It's not meet so to do, for we shall sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians to the Most High our power. Lo, shall we sacrifice the abomination of the Egyptians before their eyes? And will they not stone us? So
look, Pharaoh say, all right, y'all can serve the Most High, but do it her. No, we're not negotiating her. These are not negotiations. The instructions is let my people go so they can serve me in the wilderness. Pharaoh said, okay, y'all, ease up a little bit. Y'all can sacrifice her. The abominations of the Egyptians, y'all, for y'all that don't know, is our lamb and our goats. All right. Being a shepherd was an abomination in the eyes of the Egyptians. They looked at it like it was beneath them. You understand? We shepherd. We had flocks, lambs, goats, sheep. You understand? Why you think that got sacrificed during the Passover? And we was eating that lamb. Understand? A shepherd is an abomination in the eyes of the Egyptian. All you gotta do is read the book of Genesis account about Joseph and his brothers. Joseph said off his lips, you understand? Look, like keep that low, y'all shepherds. Because being a shepherd is an abomination. They look at it like it's a filthy job. You understand? But we see great men in the Bible were shepherds before they rose up to be kings. King David kept the flock. Moses, we just read, kept the flock. Messiah is called the good shepherd. Guards the flock. You see what I'm saying? Because how else you going to lead a kingdom if you don't know how to guard and keep sheep? You feel me? Yeah. All right, come on, Knock, let's get it.
Verse 27. We will go 3 days' journey into the wilderness and sacrifice to the Most High our power.
Come on,
as he shall command us.
Flat out. We not negotiating, Pharaoh. These are not negotiations, sir. You ain't even got no say so in this. All right, go ahead.
And Pharaoh said, I will let you go, that you may sacrifice to the Most High, your Elohim.
That's right.
In the wilderness, only you shall not go very far away. Entreat for me.
Pray for me. Don't go too far now. Don't get too far out of bounds. Because realize Egypt became that powerful because of its slave force. Why you think they don't want to let you go? Look, America know the day that you decide to organize, unite, and leave this place belly up. You built everything. Just type in on Google what the world would be like without black folk. It'll blow your mind, all the inventions, modern inventions that we are responsible for to this day. America would be in the Stone Age without you. Believe it or not. You look, it wouldn't be none of these without you. Believe it or not. Just type it in on Google. What the world would be like without black folk. NehemiYAH, if you can, post that link. You know what I'm saying, in the chat if you can, brother. It'll blow your mind. How much, look, how much innovation and technology that we are responsible for. Really. We'll talk about the slave that taught Jack Daniel how to make whiskey. Pass that back to Duell real quick, Jay's. He schooled me the other day on it. I didn't even know this.
Some histories too.
Yeah.
He has some history.
Go ahead. You say what? Uncle Ner? Nearest. Okay. Okay. Oh, y'all, they're getting drunk off whiskey, Jack Daniels. You understand? That actually was inspired by his slave called Uncle Nearest. You understand? But Duell said, you know, the family actually generations later kept it real with his family. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, yo, great-great-granddaddy taught my great-great-granddaddy how to distill liquor. Then we done became billionaires off y'all liver. Yeah, centuries later, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, now that's just one invention out of many, though, y'all. Like, just type in what the world would be like without black folks on Google. Click the article. It will blow your mind how special you are. You feel me? And your enemy know that. That's why everything is there to keep you distracted, divided. You feel me? And not even looking to leave this place. Because they know it's belly up. Belly up means it's on its back. It's belly up when you leave. All right, go ahead, Ak. Where we at? 29. No, Pharaoh said again, pray for me. Go ahead.
Moses said, behold, I go out from thee, and I will entreat the Most High that the swarm of flies may depart from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people tomorrow. But let not Pharaoh deal deceitfully anymore, and not letting the people go to sacrifice to the Most High.
He's like, look, I'm going to pray for you, but stop deceiving the people. All right, go ahead.
And when Moses went out from Pharaoh and entreated the Most High, and the Most High did according to the word of Moses, and removed the swarm of flies from Pharaoh, from his servants, and from his people, there remained not one.
Moses got the authority of the Most High. Remember, Messiah said, what you bind on earth is bound in heaven.
Right.
What you loose on earth is loose. And he told you, you got authority. If you ask me, I'll do it. If you ask me, I'll do it. You understand? That's our problem today. We not asking. Asking, you shall receive. Right? Knocking, it shall be open. Right? The Most High is going to do his part. You have a job to do. You have to fulfill your end of the contract here. Open your mouth and declare the devil powerless. Bang on him. You understand? We ain't telling y'all something we just reading. We telling y'all what we done put into practice. You understand? And you're going to peek. You're going to see into the spiritual realm because you're going to start seeing motion. Like, whoa, I seen that. That works. Yeah, that worked. Okay. Because you've been called. Moses was called, reassured that the authority of the Almighty was with him. You understand? And the Most High showed he was with him, not just in the miracles, but in the fact that he could open his mouth and pray for his enemy, and the Most High will respect it. That's power right there. That's power. That's binding it and loosening in all authority. Unlock this Bible, man. Other than that, you just read. Unlock it. It's time for the words to jump up off the page and manifest in your life. All right, last verse, we're going to pray out.
Verse 32. And Pharaoh hardened his heart at this time also, neither would he let the people go.
Flat out, flat out. So y'all, so far we got 4 plagues: blood, frogs, lice, and flies. All right. And all this is before the fall of Egypt and the redemption of the Most High's people. Like the plagues are in this earth right now. Notice he said, I'm going to sever Goshen. I'm going to put a division between my people and them, so you know it's a Most High in the earth. You understand? Look, let that mind be in you. Know it's a Most High mighty one in this earth that loves you. But we also read what? That if we not serving him, a plague will break out on us. All that in just 8 chapters in Exodus. We ain't nowhere near done. Yeah, action packed. You dig? So be happy when these things are starting to manifest in this hour, man. Love it and be happy. Because the Most High, guess what? Like I say in 2nd Ezra, you know at that time, it is the time that the Most High shall visit his creation. We in them times, man. You feel me? I can't help myself, man. I be up watching the latest breaking news and, man, what's going on now? You dig? You know the brothers and sisters be on us. We be on WhatsApp. Everybody, boy, be racing to see who can post the article first. You gotta be careful. Some of it's fake news, so you gotta be careful. Some of it, but you know what I'm saying. But at least we watch it. At least we watch it. NehemiYAH, you got something before we pray out? Let's get it.
Yeah, I just want to say, y'all also don't get discouraged when y'all start seeing people that y'all know when that virus start touching, right? Because that's actually what Malaki just talking about. That's actually what the book was just talking about. Because if you won't worship your God, what's going to happen? The plague will fall upon you.
You read it in Exodus.
So when you start saying, well, I thought Malaki said and honor humility and them brothers over there at this building and that building and this congregation and that congregation,
like
the Israelite wasn't supposed to catch nothing.
You sound like somebody I know.
Well, if you read and paid attention,
that's right.
If you ain't worshiping,
that's right,
the God of Israel.
That's right.
All right. That Sunday church thing ain't gonna save you. That Islam is not gonna save you.
That's right.
Seventh-day Adventists, Scientology.
Being a non-messianic ain't gonna save you either.
None of that.
None of that's gonna save you.
It's gonna save you. So when they start getting sick, you be like, oh my God, I don't know what to believe. The black folk is finally getting it. Well, the black folk supposed to get it if they don't get down with the Most High God of Israel.
Facts.
And not just him, all that is attached to him, which is who? HaMashiach. So understand that, don't get discouraged, because I'm telling you, guaranteed by tomorrow, right? Because each day it advances. If you trip off of it, well, one day we might close to something Olympics. You said it's in Tokyo. I ain't coming anyway. They said I like they said, man, you lost your mind. I'm coming to Tokyo. You can revoke my trouble pass, period. What I'm saying is, we know how the enemy works, y'all. So the enemy can't jump prophecy either. So you will see it moving out through the earth like it's supposed to. Then you'll see it falling like right at your doorstep. But don't get bad as Big Mama got it. Big Mama didn't want you to know how to use preaching that Bible anyway. Don't get mad when little Johnny get it. Him your best friend, but when you sit and tell him about the Shabbat, he was like, man, go on with that Shabbat.
You hear me?
You see what I'm saying? Then you'll see who the true people of God is. So guess what? No matter what they going through, the true people of God gonna keep doing what? Worshiping their God.
That's right, our Lord. Yeah, give us a psalm. Let's pray on out. Let's face Jerusalem. Let's pray against the workers of darkness. You got. Yeah, pray on out.
Which one you was from earlier?
Psalm 136, for his mercy endure forever. Let's talk about the dropping of Egypt. And we're going to pray against these rulers of darkness. You know what I'm saying? Feast a little bit. Happy New Year to everybody local. Happy New Year to everybody online. We officially 2 weeks out from the Passover. You know what I'm saying? We'll keep y'all posted. It looked like the city of St. Louis may still be under a stay-at-home order. So we may not be able to do the Passover, but we keep y'all posted. And you know what I'm saying? All the refunds, it is what it is. You dig? So by April 1st, which is next Wednesday, we'll be letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? If we can have that, get that event where we had it at, or we was gonna have it at, You feel me? Or we might just have to hold little small gatherings. You know what I'm saying? Get her done. Like the first Passover was anyway.
Right. Should be probably the last.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
I think we need to start getting like our crackers and everything.
Yeah.
Unleavened bread.
Yeah.
Just be praying for us if we do have to keep them at home. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, sisters, look up, man, how to make unleavened bread. It's real easy, man. You know what I'm saying? Get on YouTube, type in how to make unleavened bread. It'll blow your mind how easy it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even got to depend on what they call it, Manischewitz, them heathens in Israel that a so-called rabbi them prayed over. All right, so y'all look it up too if y'all want to know about making unleavened bread. Yeah, real. Look at HANDHSTLHOLYFEASTS. Where you at, HANDHSTLHOLYFEASTS? Where's that? Flour in the water. Huh? All right, come on, y'all. Let's get her done. NehemiYAH, you got the closing psalm and pray against the rulers of darkness. Let's enjoy one another. Get her done.
Let's get her done. Psalms 136. And usually when you hear us say, and his mercy endures forever, then the crowd usually knows on line usually those things. All right. Verse 1. Oh, give thanks unto Yahweh, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks unto Elohim of Elohim, for his mercy endureth forever. Oh, give thanks to the Sovereign of Sovereigns, for his mercy endureth forever. To him who alone does great wonders, for his mercy endureth forever. To him that by wisdom made the heavens, for his mercy endureth forever. To him that stretched out the earth above the waters, for his mercy endureth forever. To him that made great lights, for his mercy endureth forever. The sun to rule by day, for his mercy endureth forever. The moon and stars to rule by night, for his mercy endureth forever. To him that smote Egypt in their firstborn, for his mercy endureth forever. And brought out Israel from among them, for his mercy endureth forever. With a strong hand and with a stretched out arm, for his mercy endureth forever. To him which divided the Red Sea into parts, for his mercy endureth forever. And made Israel to pass through the midst of it, for his mercy endureth forever. But overthrew Pharaoh and his host in the Red Sea, for his mercy endureth forever. To him which led his people through the wilderness, for his mercy endureth forever. To him which smote great kings, for his mercy endureth forever. And slew famous kings, for his mercy endureth forever. Sihon, king of Amorites, for his mercy endureth forever. And Og, the king of Bashan, for his mercy endureth forever. And gave their land for inheritance, for his mercy endureth forever. Even an heritage unto Israel his servant, for his mercy endureth forever. Who remembered us in our lowest state, for his mercy endureth forever. And hath redeemed us from our enemies. Come on. For his mercy endureth forever. Who giveth food to all flesh, for his mercy endureth forever. Verse 26. All give thanks unto El of heaven. That's right. For his mercy endureth forever. Hallelujah. Selah. Yahoo. Powerful. Heavenly Father, Yah El Elyon, the owner, the creator, possessor of all there is. In the name of the Master, Adon Yahushua Mashiach, we bring before your throne all the sick in Israel, even the daughter of our sister NehemiYAH, all the sick in Israel, who may be plagued in mind, body, or spirit. Your word says, whatever we bind on earth is bound in heaven. Whatever we loose on earth is loosed in heaven. We claim authority in our dome, the Master, Yahushua Mashiach, who is seated at your right hand right now. Right now. Right now. We loosen all your ministering angels of health. Command them to rain down a healing that is complete, a healing that is understood right now. Right now. Right now. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against attack, to break the backs and bind the strong man called the coronavirus and the fear of it that's plaguing the minds of your people. We declare it powerless. We cast it down and cast it out to a herd of swine. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against attack, to break the backs and bind every sickness and disease that's afflicting your people this very second. We declare it powerless. We cast it down and cast it out to a herd of swine in the authority of the Master. In the name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach, and by his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh El Elyon, Yahweh Zebaoth, Master of the heavenly armies. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Command them to rain down and crack the skulls of the coronavirus, to rain down and crack the skulls of every sickness that is plaguing your people this very second. Command them to establish a protective border around your saints. Command them to come against, confound, and put down every sickness and unclean spirit that is in opposition to the well-being of your people. Command them to render a judgment in our favor right now, in the name of the Master Adon Yahushua Mashiach, and by his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh El Elyon, Yahweh Yireh, we loosen your ministering angels of provision and blessings. Command them to shower us with the blessings of Abraham, your friend. Command the blessings of Deuteronomy 28 to chase us down and overtake us. Command Ruach HaKodesh to give us a continual overflow of your spirit. Command the fruits, gifts, and signs of the Ruach HaKodesh to chase us down and overtake us, that wherever the sole of our feet tread, we may boldly declare the kingdom of heaven is now. The kingdom of heaven is right now. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. In the name of Yahushua Mashiach, and through his mighty and precious blood we pray. Yahweh El Elyon, Yahweh Yireh, Yahweh Zebaoth. We come to you in the name of Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over the fallen one and all his evil spirits. From our position at the right hand of Yahweh, seated above every name that is named, in the power and authority of Yahushua Mashiach. Use us as your battle axe and weapons of war to come against an attack, to break the backs and bind the strong man powerless over every heathen nation, that is oppressing the 12 tribes of Israel this very second. We cast them down and we cast them out into a herd of swine in the name of Yahushua Mashiach, and through his mighty and precious blood we pray. We loosen all your ministering angels of warfare. Send forth your most militant and elite angelic warriors to break the backs and crack the skulls of the rulers of darkness and every principality over all the worldwide organizations, such as the 13 bloodline families of the Illuminati, the Rothschild bloodline, the Astor bloodline, the Bundy bloodline, the Collins bloodline, the DuPont bloodline, the Freeman bloodline, the Kennedy bloodline, the Lee bloodline, the Onassis bloodline, the Rockefeller bloodline, the Russell bloodline, the Van Dunn bloodline, the Merovingian bloodline, the House of Saud over Saudi Arabia, their bloodline, the House of Windsor and the Queen of England, her bloodline, all the popes, Jared Kushner, his bloodline, Henry Kissinger, his bloodline, Robert Gallo and Ayatollah Khomeini, their bloodline. We bind all of them powerless. We bind the strong man over all Masonic orders in every religion, the Catholic Church in Vatican City, Communist Empire and Yahweh's governments, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, the Taliban, the CIA, MS-13, La Cosa Nostra, Hamas, and Boko Haram. Every street gang and drug cartel, the Illuminati, Council of Foreign Relations, the Committee of 300, Trilateral Commission, the Worldwide Council of Churches, the Americas, all the common market nations, Canada and Mexico, every organization that has rituals that are contrary to the word of Yah and the authority of our Adon Yahushua Mashiach. We take authority over all foul and evil spirits, authorities, princes, kings, powers, world rulers, and the highest and mightiest servants of Satan. We bind them to be powerless. We bind them to be powerless in the mighty name of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. Yahweh El Elyon, in the authority of Adon Yahushua Mashiach. We pronounce the judgments written in the scriptures. We pronounce the judgments written in the scriptures upon the evil and greedy conspirators in and over these worldwide organizations. As it is written, Father, we ask you to bring upon them the judgments found in Psalms 109, that chapter, Psalms 149, that chapter, and Revelation the 18th chapter. Let the sign of the prisoner come before you. Let the sign of the prisoner come before you. According to your power, preserve thou those who are appointed to die, and render to the bosom of our enemies sevenfold the reproach wherewith they reproach you, O Yah. So we, your people and sheep of your pasture, will give you thanks forever. We will magnify your name unto all generations. Hallelujah. Selah. Yahoo. Yeah. Real thing this. Bust your guns. Yeah, y'all sweating on. Yeah, yeah. We got motion. Yeah. NehemiYAH, my brother, Jay-Easy. Yeah, man, y'all come over and get some last words on this new moon, man. Come on.
I'm praying to get up.
Yeah, all praises. That's right. Come on up here and get some last words, brother. Hallelujah. This little joke came up here and messed with the volume. Young his. They came over and messed with the volume, try to grab it. Man, you tripping.
Yes, sir. That's her.
Yeah. Pray for real. Come on, y'all get some last words, man. It's New Year, baby.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I guess I'd jump in before the elder brother jump in. Just want to say shalom to everybody. We love all y'all. There's nothing to fear in this hour, y'all. I think I've been around more people probably now than I ever been before. And everybody look good and healthy and all that. Look, just keep yourself how you should be. Cleanliness anyway. Do what you're supposed to do. And listen, we just read again today where even the midwives was disobedient to the civil demand sent down from on high. No different than we just came out of what? Pure civil disobedience. Feast of Dedication, Judah Maccabee, civil disobedience. When you're dealing with the Most High, that's the first thing to obey. Everything else don't matter. So with that, my strength and my mind is renewed. How about you, brother? Ready?
I stay ready, so I gotta get ready, man.
That boy, y'all yelling, boy. Never born a moment with this Hebrew.
Stay ready.
Love him indeed and truth.
You will want to, man.
Go ahead and get business.
Shalom is thou, shalom is thou, shalom is thou. Whew. Amazing prayer, man. Amazing prayer. It's good to be here. It's really great to be here, y'all. Happy New Year. Happy new moon. We got Phil over here. We got Deacon Duell. You understand me? We got my brother. Come on up here, man. You know
Brother Rob, man. Come on, say
Happy
Happy New Year to you think.
You know what I mean? We got
I feel, y'all
got
talking
a lot
about
of
NehemiYAH.
Hey, got the daughters of Zion in the building. They
Hey, look.
we got Gina over here. I mean,
Not Gina. Oh, no, boy.
we got nicknames, you know what I'm saying, for everybody. But I just want to say, we got a GoFundMe. Can you put that in?
Yeah, already been going up and out. Money's been happening. Go ahead and talk about it.
We got a GoFundMe for
Well, y'all little kids over there jamming with the little cupcake of lights.
yeah, no, I need one too. We got to GoFundMe for the older Melchizedek Goshen Ministry. We really didn't want to put it up there like that, you know what I'm saying? But since this coronavirus issue came up, and we realized that we are behind the 8 ball, well, we might as well, ask everybody, for some help. However, like I told my woman, I said, if nobody helps, I'm going to put all my shekels that I make, to it and for it. I set up my household to a point to whereas if I go out, she can take care of the whole household, So all the shekels that I make, is going to that Goshen ministry for our people, So if you can, Shalom, my brother. If you can, $5, $2, it don't matter, donation is always good and we appreciate it, everybody else is coming up in here, we about to feast. We about to really love each other, indeed and in truth. And truth be told, I ain't scared. I'm not scared at all. But I would like to say this stuff. It says in the last days, the love of many is gonna wax cold.
Oh no!
You know what I'm saying? The love of many is gonna wax cold. So if y'all feeling some type of way about your brother that's left to the right of you,
Get it out,
you know what I'm saying? Put that in the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And flush it down the toilet. Because truth be told, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody care about that right now. Ain't nobody gonna care about that when your back is touching, you know what I'm saying? When your stomach is touching your back. Or when you thirsty.
Say hi to your people worldwide.
But you feeling some type of way or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I
people
don't like that.
worldwide.
Don't nobody care about none of that, man. You know what I'm saying? Start loving your brother and your sisters, man. You know what I'm saying? And if they wicked, you know what I'm saying? Pray for them. You know what I'm saying? Pray for them. We got my brother, you know what I'm saying?
My heart, well, my heart, 6'9" on there. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You hear me?
East Coast in the building.
You know what I'm saying? Jerusalem in the building.
Don't nobody care about all that either, man. You know what I'm saying? We all from Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
And this is how we get down out here, though, y'all. This is how we get down. We love each other, man. We might have different schools of thoughts or whatever, but we still love HaMashiach, period.
Christ is king. Christ is conquering king.
That's it, man. St. John 14:6, man. That's it. Our child is the way, the truth, and the light.
Hey.
I mean, that's it. I mean, people be acting crazy out here, man.
Be out here bugging if they say
you're not going to the kingdom unless you believe in the Mashiach. I mean, that's it. So we believe in the Mashiach. What's the problem?
We'll chop doctrine.
I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We do this. Like, come on, man.
It's my brother, man.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, stop it. We are Negroes, so-called.
Negroes?
Right? You can sit there and try to act like you separated and divided all you want. But when the white man coming for law, your doctrine ain't going to stand. I don't believe in this or that. You're Hebrew Israelite? Yes, but in the concentration camps thou goest.
Oh, you Negro. Okay, what's your doctrine is?
Hold up. They shoot Negroes down all day long. They ain't asking to be Hebrews. They ain't asking to be Muslims. They ain't asking to be Christians, Baptists. No, you niggas, you out of here. That's just that. Stop playing. Hey man, go, man.
We don't be using that. We don't be using the words around here, man. Okay.
Why you got a little sword and all that? I'm strapped up, bro.
Everybody be strapped up.
All right, y'all, we about here.
Young hammerhead right here. Boy.
Look at the young prince. Hey man,
look at, boy. You already trying to get on the mic.
Hey, y'all. Yeah.
Go ahead, oh.
Yeah, all good. Oh, babe. What's going on, brother?
We out here say, Uncle O, this is who we be talking about right here.
Obey in the building. Yeah,
Shalom.
Oh, they Shalom.
Shalom is live.
All right, y'all, we about here. Yeah, I got drop plagues around Rexeris. It sounds like a porn store name. Yes. Our God drop plagues, yes, all the time. If you ain't right, you're gonna be plagued. Get it right. All right, we about to here, y'all. It's on this business. Happy New Year. Until the next time. Yo, boy, stop.
Yeah, Bluetooth mode.
Yeah, let's go ahead and put some music on and get her done. Yeah. The youngest son of the Hammer clan.
Boy, that boy got that head game proper.
That's right.
That's all he do.
That's right.